All right, yes. Now we can do the thing where we let everyone know who everyone is and stuff, because we are recording. And Hell, of course, you go first.
Hi, my name is Hellhouse Fury. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays on Twitch. You can also find me on TikTok. I make lots of silly things there. And today I'm going to be playing a Hex, a mall goth who fancies herself a witch.
Yeah, Lissa.
Hi, my name is Lissa, and I'm going to be playing Theodosia, who is a conqueror, Visigoth.
And you stream on Twitch.
And I stream on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, that's my name.
Oh, Meg. Wow.
Oh, yeah, Nick.
Hi.
Donut head. Or like a fin, like a shark fin.
Well, it's my faux hawk donut.
I like it.
I have a faux
Amazing.
hawk donut. Yeah.
You
Am I going now?
Yeah.
You didn't dye your hair black for this. Where's the commitment?
I thought about it, but I did it once in 8th grade, and I've never touched it since because that was that was a terrible experience. So we're doing this, and I'm Megan Amell, and I do things on Twitch, and I'm a mall goth on this, and I am a theater tech mall goth, and I specialize in pyrotechnics. So they call me Flash.
Ah. Well, that makes good sense.
I'm Juices TV. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. I am also a senior marketing manager for Captain TV. We make Stream Raiders. And I'm playing Audo, who is a rune caster, Visigoth, and also my right contact is blurry AF, so I might have to go put glasses on, but I'm going to try to see if it resolves itself. But this is bad. This is good. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2.
I don't even have a drink.
You have a drink?
No, I said I don't even have a drink. I'm so behind. I feel awful. Sorry.
We can sneak out and grab one. So yes, I am Zero or Zero Daylight, or in this particular game, I'm supposed to be the mall rat, but I refuse. So I'm the narrator. So this game is very crunchy. It's a classic.
What does crunchy mean?
Lots of math, like detailed skill trees and classes and like subclasses, and it's very, it's like PF1 times 10.
Gross.
I know, right? Except
It means rules.
yes, there's so
Lots
many
of
rules, so many rules, and it's very, very serious. It's a simulationist kind of theme. But the simulation is a kind of weird 80s, 90s mall that exists in a place where a vast number of Visigoths from the 5th century have somehow been transported through time and are fully integrated into society. So the core conceit we will be exploring is the rivalry and or romance between our two teams. This is a competitive game that pits our mall goths, Hex and Flash, against our Visigoths, Theodosia and Audo. So
Do you all want to concede right now? Because you can't. We're pro streamers. I'm just saying.
Why would we concede? Have you seen us?
Have you seen what Lissa's doing right now? I don't understand it, but it seems very exciting.
I mean, Lissa is incredible. That's true.
Yes.
Y'all out here being nice today.
It's
Yeah,
true.
my crush on Lissa might weird me out.
That's true. Yes. So that's a good point. So let me share before you make any decisions about some of the questions that we have to ask, because there's a little bit that we have to do to complete the characters. I wanted to provide you with an idea of the nature of the contest that you are going to be involved in today. The mall has announced the Little Mix Scare All beauty contest. It is open to boys and girls and everyone in the middle, and you name it. It is basically a bragging right who can be the gothiest of the goth. Now, this is very important to particularly our Visigoths because they believe themselves to be the true Goths. Meanwhile, our mall Goths are like, you don't even listen to Susie and the Banshees, so you're not an actual Goth.
Poser.
Yes, exactly. Just posers. So you know that you are going to need to present yourself to an adoring public and judges to have you judge the gothiest of the goth in the Little Mix Scare-All contest. So with that in mind, Hell, I assume that you have your playbook open.
I do.
So there are a few things that we need to do to round out your character. Would you like to start by choosing either Theodosia or Aldo to give an embarrassing trait to?
Yes, I choose Auto.
All right.
Naturally.
And what
His
embarrassing trait would you like to give him?
His embarrassing trait is that he has nervous flatulence.
Okay. Aldo.
It's very loud.
Yes, Aldo, you have explosive resident nervous flatulence. Would you like to accept that trait, or would you like to reject it and choose two?
Where's the list?
It's just embarrassing traits. You make it up.
No. I feel like a true Visigoth would not be embarrassed by that. So
you'll accept it?
Sure.
All right. Now, this is important because embarrassing traits are things that you can tap into to assist your team. So you could tap into that trait to provide Theodosia with a +3 on a roll. But when it happens, you then gain embarrassed under your hurt feelings.
Oh, so I'm embarrassed whether or not I think I would be embarrassed by it.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe that's the point, is that a true Visigoth would not be embarrassed, but Aldo is. Cool. And Hex, choose a couple of starting relationships.
Okay. I have a crush on Theodosia,
Okay.
and it weirds me out because I have never had a crush on a lady before. But she is so good with swords. And it's just, I just look at her and I'm like, wow. You know?
Okay.
And let's see. Another starting relationship.
Yep.
A spirit in a dream told me to pay attention to Flash. Because Flash would become my best friend.
Oh, well, that's lovely. How nice. So, Theodosia, if you will look at your playbook, you can choose now a Molgoth to grant a embarrassing trait of your choice.
Okay, now I was hoping for a list of embarrassing traits because I have a really hard time thinking of them. But let's see. Maybe. How old are we? Like, what age are we?
Certainly teenagers.
Okay, so I'll pick Flash, and Flash has like really supportive parents that want to be at everything. So like they'll just show up.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh my God, that ought to be worth two.
And they like they wear pastel and khakis and like sweater around the shoulders. And that
Oh
sort
my
of thing.
gosh, that's terrible. So Flash, are you willing to accept the supportive parents' embarrassing characteristic?
If I don't accept it, I choose two of my
You
own.
have to make up two embarrassing characteristics.
I think the supportive parents will be very funny.
Yes, I agree.
So I will accept it.
Awesome. All right. Now, under starting relationships, choose two.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to say your name, Juice.
Audo.
Audo.
Audo is my brother.
Okay.
Because I don't want Audo to fall in love with me. I can't handle it.
Okay.
And I let's see.
Well, could that be that you want to conquer them all with Audo by your side because he's your brother?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
That's why we're here. We're working together.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah, well, and Audo respects me as a conqueror because, you know, typically it seems like women in Visigothic history weren't respected as much other than, you know, just consort sort of thing. Yeah, so let's see. And then my other relationship is I was friends with Flash in middle school. We were best friends, and we weren't. I wasn't around in middle school, right?
Maybe you were.
Yeah.
I was around in middle school.
Sure. Why not?
Because we've integrated into society, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we were like a fox and the hound, you know, friends in middle school, and then we've realized we couldn't be friends anymore. So we had to.
Does that mean that
we don't know each other?
Does that mean that Flash is the Malgoth you resent the most, or is it that you hope Flash doesn't know that you stole blank?
I think I think maybe that makes me secretly resent her because I felt like we should have pushed past it as, you know,
got it.
Teenagers. But she was really the one that pulled away.
So the Malgoth that you most resent is Flash because you used to be friends and they didn't maintain that relationship.
Right, and bonds are extremely important, you know.
Awesome. So Flash, you are which the theater tech?
I'm a theater tech and I'm the goth punk.
Yes.
So goth punk theater tech.
So now you may choose.
I upped my pyrotechnics to 3.
Good. Yes.
Because that's why my name is Flash.
Perfect. So now I'm going to say, go ahead and give Theodosia an embarrassing trait. And remember, you knew her when she was quite young, so you have lots of insight.
Her embarrassing trait is that hold on, let me think. Her embarrassing trait is that anytime I had such a good one and now I can't really think of how to word it. Okay. Her embarrassing trait is, I'm trying to think of something as embarrassing as she made mine. Apparently I'm not as cruel. Let's see. Her embarrassing trait is that she can't hear a Backstreet Boys song without singing aloud loudly.
Yes. Oh, turnabout is fair play. I'm going to say, Theodosia, you need to accept that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah,
all right.
I accept. I can't think of two that are even close to as bad as that one. So
awesome. Okay, so now, Flash, under your starting relationships, choose 2.
Okay, I only choose 2 of them. Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, okay. I once helped Theodosia dress up in disguise because she wanted to go to a Backstreet Boys concert.
Yes. Perfect.
Perfect.
Let's see what else. Also, the Visigoth I most resent is Audo, because I feel like his relationship with Theodosia is part of why I had to like their friendship and Visigothiness was what made me be like, okay, like clearly I'm outnumbered here. I'm never gonna get you to become my kind of goth. And so I just had to, so now I'm mad at Audo for stealing my best friends.
Got it. All right. So, Audo, you are the runecaster, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, you're going to need to give Hex an embarrassing trait.
Yeah, she doesn't actually like any goth music. She listens to 70s mellow gold exclusively.
Wow. That's terrible.
It's a deep secret.
Do you accept, or are you going to create? Well, everyone's accepted, so I'm just going to say you have to accept it.
I'll accept it. I'm in pain, but okay.
Well, you can wreak vengeance on Audo if
Yeah.
you'd like. All right, then. At the bottom of your sheet, there are a number of starting relationships. Choose two and fill them in.
Once when I was invisible, I saw Flash making out with Benedict from St. Sebastian's Catholic Gifts.
Ooh.
And she wasn't in goth attire. She was like secretly like looking like a good little Catholic girl.
Oh, man. Teased hair.
That's weird because I'm an atheist.
Well,
You though?
Yeah, right here, religion, atheist.
You must have
Pronouns, they, them.
You must have been posing to make out with Benedict. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe.
yep. All right. And your second relationship.
I used a levitation rune to help Theodosia reach the skylights in the mall where she tagged them. That's a boring and dumb. Sorry.
No, it's good. So you've got some sort of a thing to lord over everyone, is that you've got a tag on the roof.
Okay.
That
I'll
works
take
for me.
it.
Yeah, cool. So this is a Powered by the Apocalypse kind of hack. So whenever there's a contest, it's really easy. Roll 2d6 and then add something from your skills as is applicable. Everyone has unique skills in this one. You all start with +2s and 3 skills. Part of character creation is to pick one of those that you want to drop an extra point into, like Flash noted. So you should have a 3, a 2, and a 2 in all of your traits. Whenever we don't track hit points, we track hurt feelings. So when someone says something or you do something embarrassing to help your ally, you will gain a hurt feeling. If you have more than one hurt feeling, you are not able to enter into combat, whether that is verbal combat or physical. And if you get into a physical altercation, regardless of who the aggressor is, everyone's feelings are hurt. And how do you heal from your hurt feelings? You find someone to talk to about it. So you all have a map of the mall. You all have some notes about the various different stores that are available, including Ace of Mace, which shares medieval weapons, Bears, jewelry and accessories, Gerbil Essences, which is a combined salon for humans and their pets, Floppy Joe's Cyber Chili, Lemon Theodosius, Visigoth Smoothies, Tiny Jotun Adventures, Kids Pony Rides, Dracula Video, Hypergirl Roller Rink, a Fata Worse Than Death cheese shop, Plague All, a sporting goods store, Darkade Ski Ball, Big Disc Energy, which is a music store, Brick and Mortal, a zombie home improvement shop, Athelwolf's Secret, Visigoth lingerie, largely made of bones and sinew. St. Sebastian's Catholic gifts that we just discussed, religious things that Benedict apparently flashes one-time bow. And hail Satin, which is demonic bed and bath. Now, you have all arrived at the Galleria, looking for an opportunity to distinguish yourselves in your gothiness. It has been a pitched battle between the Goths and Visigoths now the entire summer. And although no one is really keeping score, the score is more or less tied. Plastered all over the entryway doors are the signs for the Little Mix Scare-All beauty contest. There is a prize, a little bit of cash, like $50. But most important, it is bragging rights. This is public validation that one of you will be the gothiest of the Goths. That's worth at least 2 points in the running contest. And as the summer nears its close, may be the last chance you have to establish your dominance in the Gothosphere here in the Galleria. So as is your wont, it is relatively early morning. You file into the mall and begin to do what? So, because this is a competitive game, I'm going to kind of bounce from team to team whenever we start a new kind of scene or time period, so people can kind of talk amongst their teams and figure out what they want to do. And we'll alternate who goes first, because that gives the other team an opportunity to screw with the folks who have to pick what they're doing first. So we'll have a quick scene with Hex and Flash seeing the signs for the beauty contest and strategizing how you plan to win.
Wait, it's a beauty contest?
Yeah. I mean, it's a goth beauty contest, so.
Oh, okay. I was like, gross. I don't want to win.
Who's the gothiest of them all?
Yes.
Oh, look at this sign. I feel like you're the gothiest of them all. Am I right? I feel like you should enter this competition with me.
Ah, I would love to, Flash.
Yeah, I think we're just super gothy, you know? And I just feel like we could totally take home this title of being gothy.
I think so. I also think that we can beat those Visigoths.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Theodosia thinks she's really cool, but I'll tell you what, I know some things about Theodosia, you know? Also, I think that we should use pyrotechnics in our final performance.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do like a culty thing, you know?
Ooh.
We could like go get some like satin bed sheets from like satin
Hail
bed
satin.
sheet land.
hell satin.
Yeah.
Right. And then we could make like cultist robes.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have like some like bright red ones, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, probably.
Definitely satin robes.
You
with hoods.
you take the time to read the fine print. The contest will occur in 3 phases. One is the traditional beauty contest, where you will be judged on your appearance and outfit. And although you are both looking very gothy, you know that part of what you need to do is to come up with something special for your outfit, as you've begun to discuss. The second part is the talent portion of the contest, where you have to display an appropriate gothy talent. And then the third part is the interview or platform section, where you have to tell the audience and the judges how you would leverage the award of the gothiest of the Goths to better Gotham. So that gives you ideas of things that you need to do to prepare. But it sounds like you already have a plan for the first thing you're going to do.
Think so.
All right, and you're heading up to Hail Satin.
Wait, for the beauty one? That's for, I think we should do pyrotechnics for the talent part. Like we should put on like some kind of I think we should do like a gothic, like, you know, like where you're like, look at me, I'm gonna cast this ritual, and then we'll have pyrotechnics and we'll be wearing satin robes. But I think we should do that for the talent portion. For like the first part where we just have to be goth, right?
Yeah.
In the first part,
It's
Yeah.
looks and outfit.
looks and outfit. I think we should.
So hair, makeup, clothes.
I think maybe we should go. Yeah, that's okay. We should go shopping for that then for sure. Because I want to get some new buckles and zipper pants.
I think that's important.
Yes.
I need a new like choker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could totally use a new dog collar.
Yeah.
So which store are you going into?
Let's see. I mean, there's Bears jewelry and accessories.
Yes.
They might have some good collars.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, Theodosia and Aldo are loitering in a nearby hallway, having seen the same signs and having started to formulate their own plan. But your plannings were interrupted by overhearing Hex and Flash, setting up their own strategy for how they plan to win and take the crown of the Goths away from you, its rightful bearers. What do you do? And you know that they are going to Bears.
Sister, in order to elevate you to the proper ruler of this mall. What was that?
That was Pariah yelling in the other room.
Tell
That is
Pariah.
game.
Shut it. Sorry. We have to sabotage them at every turn. And so we should make it so that Bears thinks that they are shoplifting, so they get arrested and put into jail and beaten like the curs that they are.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, you are right, Aldo. Crap. Yeah, you're right, Aldo. I trust your judgment.
Or we just stab them and make them die.
Okay. I
I don't know why we're messing around. Like, why don't we just slit their throats?
I see
And
your
then
point,
we will
Aldo,
dump their
but
corpses into the food court
Do remember,
to establish our
integrated.
dominance.
We have integrated into this system, and so maybe stabbing isn't necessary. You know, I feel like I've learned a lot in these past few.
Sister, why is it that every time I suggest murder, you tell me no? We're Visigoths.
Yes.
When we want something, we take it. When
Yes.
someone gets in our way, like these horrendous posers, we murder them. It's simple. We murder them and we put their heads on display so that everyone else fears us.
They're simple people. They're simple people. I don't think just because they've stolen our culture and appropriated our ideas does not mean that they deserve to die. I think if anything, it shows some attempts at respect.
I think I understand what you're saying. So we should beat them at their own game so as to shame them even more than just having their lifeless husks on display.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
But if nothing else, stabbing. Right?
Okay. Yes, that can
Okay.
be plan B.
So, is your plan to follow Hex and Flash to Bears and interfere with and undercut them? Or are you trying to leverage your knowledge of their strategy to come up with a better plan and execute it quickly?
I think the second one.
Oh, I was going to say the first
I
one.
think the first one.
All right.
But you're in charge. You're my older sister, and I respect
Yeah, but you're my you're my counselor. And I think you make a good point in saying the first one.
Oh,
out loud.
okay. But not the stabbing part.
Okay, like I said, counselor, not, the decision maker.
Okay.
All right.
So here's the plan. I will use my powers to make us to make you invisible.
Okay.
You go into bears and you can make it seem like they're stealing things, or you could throw things at the clerk whose name is something on this list. Gay Bar and Gaydar.
Yeah.
Those are the people that work there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. So the two gays. This feels bad, man. I don't like those names necessarily. That's a little weird.
Chuck and Steve.
Call them Bar and Dar.
Chuck and
Okay.
Steve.
Chuck and Steve. Chuck is perfect. We should chuck things at Chuck.
Yeah, so then they'll think that those disgusting goths are throwing things at them, and
And that
they'll
they're
get
making fun of his name.
yeah.
There's layers.
I don't understand that kind of subtlety, but yeah.
All
I
right.
guess I've integrated a bit better than you.
Well, go ahead now, Aldo, as you make your way up to the floor where Bears is. Why don't you go ahead and see how good you are at making invisible?
Well, I have a +3, so what do I do?
You roll 2d6 and add +3.
That would be an 11.
Ooh, well, that's 10 plus. That's awesome. So, Theodosia is going to be invisible as long as you would like her to be invisible.
Great. I'm gonna
And-
let her go. I'm gonna let her go wreak havoc inside.
Yes,
that
and
store.
somehow because your rune is expertly carved and placed.
I've heard it's a nice rune.
Yeah, it's a good sized rune. It also helps to muffle sound a bit. So Theodosia is now extremely sneaky. What is Aldo doing while Theodosia sneaks in behind Hex and Flash?
Well, I gotta tell you. Hold on, I gotta look at the map. Because what's near Bears? I'm gonna go be like totally overtly checking out all of the people that go into Athelwolf's secret. I'm window shopping, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So you're gonna head down to the bottom
It's on the
floor.
same floor, it says, doesn't it? Or did I read that wrong?
Bears is on the top floor.
Oh. Well, shoot.
That's fine. You can abandon Theodosia.
No. I was
She's
just thinking it
protected
was
by your rune.
What's right next to it? Gerbil Essences, Ace of Mace,
Floppy Joe's Cyber Chili.
Cyber Chili.
You could go get a smoothie at Lemon Theodosius.
No, is Volfi from Lemon Theodosius a lady or a not lady?
Oh, that's a very good question. I can tell you here in a second. I mean, we can also just make this stuff up. But the fun thing about this game is it actually has all these things set it out. Lemon Theodosius. Volfi is a girl.
Cool.
16.
Well, yeah, that's perfect because I'm also
And
16.
she's Visigothic.
Yeah. Well, Volfi is my crush, so I'm gonna go like awkwardly talk to her.
Ah, interesting. Volfi is also a runecaster.
Yeah, we have a lot in common.
Yep. So. All right. So, Theodosia, you are sneaking in, and Aldo is going to hang out with some chick at the smoothie shop. Hex and Flash, what do you do? Chuck and Steve are two very flamboyant men. Chuck is in a wheelchair.
I make a beeline for where all the collars are because I already know where they are.
Of course you do.
Follow her because I really want to get a new collar.
And this is largely a men's jewelry store, but that's fine. You're not bound up by such things. So you see kind of a middle-aged guy in a wheelchair, and both of them are kind of well, there's a reason it's called bears. Although it's spelled Baires, they're both bears.
Okay.
They are a couple. But Steve is a little bit of like spiky blonde hair, club clothes, kind of like a twink, but a little bit old.
Wait, is he a bear or a twink?
He's a whatever happens after, like whatever the transition is. I don't know. He's like, yeah, like former, like maybe trying to hold on to it, but has already transitioned.
So he's like a twink with a dad bod? Is that?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
There's
know.
a lot of nuance in here that I'm not familiar
I
with.
don't know.
It's complicated.
Labels, man. Who cares? Who needs them?
Yeah, who needs
You're
them?
painting the picture, man. I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
imagine it.
But they're very nice. They're very friendly and very open, and very glad to see a couple of people come in to shop, even if they are Goths. So, well, ladies, what can I help you with?
We're looking for collars.
Do you have any collars with spikes on them?
Sure.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we actually have something even cooler.
Oh.
Yeah. Just came in today. So there's a selection of like faux leather PU with like barely chromed kind of studs in them. The kind of thing that you each have probably 15 of. There is, however, a fancy new chest harness made of soda tabs.
Ouch.
Oh, that sounds like something I would love.
And it is, you can tell by looking at it, it is a important item in that it gives you a +1 on any attempts to rappel or do rigging.
Ooh, yeah, I need
So I
that.
think Flash in particular can tell that, like, if you're going to go up and help Hex's performance by doing any kind of rigging of lights and pyrotechnic effects, this would be a good acquisition. Now, it is quite expensive.
Yeah.
It's $25.
I think.
And you each have a certain amount of cash on you.
Yeah. So I can buy it.
Okay.
I can too. But what if we need to buy something else?
Like, what are we going to need to buy?
Well, there's a belly button piercing station right next to it.
I'll pass.
And
Can
Chuck
I
will
get my face pierced
eyebrow
more?
pierced. Gosh.
Then
Chuck will even say that if you buy the harness, he'll give you $5 off a belly button piercing.
Chuck, you know I don't want a belly button piercing. Can we turn it into an eyebrow piercing for my friend here?
Sure.
Perfect. Do you want an eyebrow piercing?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, then let's go ahead and I'll buy this thing because I think it's going to be everything I need for this contest. And, and then maybe we can get your eyebrow pierced and then, go look for some sweet corsets or something.
Yes.
Corsets.
Yeah. I think you need serious corsets.
So that will be a total, $25 and $15. So who is
I
buying what?
have 25.
Yes.
I have additionally 25. So
All right.
So if you want an eyebrow piercing, you got to pay 15. Do you want it?
I mean, I think it would help.
It might.
I mean,
For
the
sure.
Visigoths don't have any piercings, so
Yeah.
Visigoths
not
don't
goth
get their
enough.
piercings in a store. We do it with a dirty, rusty nail we find out in the street.
Right.
so nails were too
So you-
precious to be found on the street.
We reuse the nail after we
Actually,
Theodosia, you are lurking back amongst the hats, I suppose, watching all this, probably smirking that as is their wont, the mall goths are about to blow their daily allowance in the first store they go into.
Typical.
Exactly. You are very well hidden, however. You have an opportunity to try to mess up their plan. What do you do?
I take one of the spiked collars that Flash was asking about, and I put it like to leave it hanging out of her. Let's see, somewhere. Does she have like maybe a vest with like a ton of pockets? Maybe
A tiny backpack.
a tiny.
No, but I
backpack.
do have like I'm wearing. You ever seen like you know the pants that have like big bell bottoms and there's like
yeah.
with the,
zippers
oh,
and like
yeah, all the stuff hanging off of
strappies.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm a
Oh.
punk goth, so I'm like,
Oh,
you
man.
know, I've got the big zipper and buckle and strappy pants.
Oh, that'd be hard to like make that stand out if she was gonna if she was gonna nab something. But maybe with
Yeah, it'd probably look like it just belonged in my pants.
the tag is part of the look. Yeah, maybe I just make a point of finding something with a little like tag on it so that when she leaves, it starts beeping.
Ah, perfect. So you slip something with perfect. So Flash buys the soda top harness. And Hex, are you going to get your eyebrow pierced?
Definitely. I am gonna like try to persuade them to give me like $5 off.
Further.
Yeah.
Oh, well, go ahead
Further
and
5. Do it for 10.
then go
Yeah,
ahead
do it for
and
10.
make a test. What skill are you using? Just persuade?
Persuade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I like when I'm invisible? Can I whisper behind her so that she thinks that it's like the spirits talking to her, but it's actually just me? See, do it.
I don't see why not.
Do it. Get the eyebrow piercing.
Yes,
You're the best goth that's ever existed.
the spirits have confirmed you must have the eyebrow piercing.
Well, then I have to have it, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for it.
Awesome.
That's a 10.
Oh, wow.
Plus 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Very, very well. So, yes, you can get that for $10.
Yeah.
If you agree, because it's clear that you're participating in the Little Mix Scare All contest, if you agree at some point to promote the fact that you got your eyebrow pierced at Bears.
Oh, yeah. Easy. You guys are so nice. Of course we want to support you.
Awesome. So what does your eyebrow piercing look like? Is it a ring? Is it a ball? Is it a spike?
It's like one of those like half ring things, and it's got a spike on either side.
Ah, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your eyebrow begins to swell.
Of course.
That's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry
It's
about
fine.
it.
It might go down by the time the contest begins this afternoon, or it might not. We'll see. So,
Wow.
yes.
There's nothing more goth than some blood.
Yes. Your first mission successful. You exit Bears triumphantly, and then the very loud anti-theft alarm goes off. Steve, who's
Why
been
is this
kind of
going
in the
off?
back.
I start patting myself down, trying to figure out why it's going off.
Yeah. I saw
Ah,
him take the tag off your harness thing.
Can I roll costumes to find whatever she put in my thing?
sure.
It's 2. You said D6, right?
2d6, yeah. Just like
Okay.
masks and everything else.
I got 7 and 2, so 9.
All right. So, yes, you find it. But it takes you a little bit of searching. And as Steve comes out, he is at first kind of like, oh, we must have forgotten to take the tag off of your harness. But then sees you like digging around in your pockets. And although you do find it, he misinterprets that you're trying to hide it as opposed to trying to pull it out. Uh-oh. What do you have there? He accosts Flash.
I actually have no idea how this even got here.
Oh, well. I think I know.
No, legitimately, like we were looking at them and I decided to spend all my money on this vest. So I have no idea where it came from, but I guarantee you that I didn't even want to buy it, and don't even know why it's in my clothes. The only thing I can think of is one of my buckles or zippers actually grabbed it off the thing, but otherwise I have no idea why it's in my pants.
The mall security is making her way over.
I mean, I can try to assist Flash in getting out of this. If you have like or I could try to persuade them that you wouldn't do that since you already have that collar.
How would you?
I even already have this one. I wanted one with spikes.
I would say you do say, oh no, Steve, she wouldn't do that, and Steve believes that you believe it. But right now the suspicion is focused on Flash. So what sort of, you have other skills. Is there a thing that you would like?
But my skills are like throwing some firecrackers out and running away, or like repelling somewhere. So I don't really have people skills.
If Hex would like to assist, there are other skills that you could potentially use.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just light some firecrackers and then repel into the ceiling. Is that?
That's a thing you could do. Yes.
I have people skills, so if you like, I'll help you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn to her and be like, "Listen, I can't say it any more plainly or honestly than I already have. I don't know how else to convince you. I mean, you can listen to Hex, but I didn't take it. I'm at a loss right now."
So, given that, if you attempt to, I'm trying to give you a hint here, Hex. If you attempt to persuade, there are two choices. If you attempt to persuade, the likely result is that Steve or the security guard are going to think that you believe it, that it won't really take the heat off of Flash. They'll believe you're innocent. They won't snap you up and put you into security.
Could detect lies on Flash, but they wouldn't know.
What is your third skill, though?
I mean, haunt, right? So I can imbue a person, place, or object with a spooky presence.
Or you could do something embarrassing, and then Flash rolls to persuade. Doesn't have any bonus on it, but gets a +3 from your embarrassing choice.
Okay. Or here's another question. Instead of doing that, could she haunt the things that go off and make them go off again?
Well, I mean, you're literally caught with the object in your hand.
Dang it, it's in my hand. I should have just kept it in my pocket. Okay. Yeah, the other thing I was thinking is, can my supportive parents show up? Because that's my embarrassing thing, right?
To assist Hex, you can certainly have your supportive parents show up.
I think I have to assist you with my embarrassing thing.
I think in this case.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Okay.
So you could find a creative way to use the fact that you can haunt an object to allay suspicion, or you could do something embarrassing to give Flash a +3 on a persuade check.
So my embarrassing thing is that I'm a poser. I don't know any goth music. I only listen to 70s mellow gold, which I had to look up, Justus.
You're welcome.
I want you to know. I didn't know what that was.
Sure you did.
Okay.
So we'll say if you would like to use that, we'll say that the security guard has a Sony Walkman. And you can hear some familiar tunes coming out as they pull off their headphones to find out what's going on, what's causing a ruckus here in the Galleria.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them, hey, is that Cat Stevens?
Oh yeah, for sure. As I subtly Google, I have no idea what that is. Oh yeah, it's the best. It's the new album.
Cat Stevens? Father and son? No? You know Cat Stevens.
Of course I don't.
you do. You know Cat Stevens
Yeah,
songs.
you do.
Whether or not you know them.
It's
Yeah.
possible. But anyway, well, the security guard for sure does.
Yeah. Those are some nice tunes, man.
Yes, the security guard is very positively. He has a positive impression. I think he was expecting, based on your appearance, that this was going to be a quick takedown, but is now taken aback by the fact that Hex has admitted to their fondness for Cat Stevens. Theodosia is hearing all of this, by the way, which may come in to be useful later. So, Hex, you gain hurt feelings, embarrassed.
Yeah. Okay.
And Flash, seeing that that Hex's embarrassing admission has kind of made the security guard question their initial impression of the two of you, you may roll to persuade or something else. I know you don't have a bonus in persuade.
So you should get a +3 from me.
Yes.
I got a straight up 12 with nothing.
+3,
So
15, which is literally the best possible result. Well, I suppose you could have a bonus and then someone else assists you, but regardless, that's a ridiculously high result. And then the security guard turns to Steve and says, look at all these buckles and stuff. Probably just like a buckle caught it and it fell into one of the pockets. No big deal. No harm, no foul. Hands it back to Steve. Steve is maybe not entirely convinced and is a little confused that Hex is a big Cat Stevens fan. And is probably going to spread that around. Next time any of your goth friends come in. Is Cat Stevens considered
bright
goth?
red.
Yes.
Bright red.
Although under the pancake makeup, it's probably hard to tell.
You can tell because she didn't put it on her ears.
Right. The ears are bright red. Face, super duper pale. Excellent. Well, you have successfully escaped the trap laid for you by Aldo and Theodosia. At the cost of some hurt feelings. So well done. Now, Theodosia, your plot to impair them has failed. However, you did gain some potentially useful leverage or information that could be used on Hex
lost.
further. Aldo, I think you were having a conversation with Wolfie.
Yeah. Hi, Wolfie.
What language are you speaking? English?
Germanic.
Visigothic?
Visigothic.
Okay, well, the good news is that Wolfie only speaks Visigothic. And
I know that because I come here every week, like all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's see. I need to find the shop. Lemon Theodosia, not gerbil essences. So what is your objective in Lemon Theodosia? Is it literally just to hang out with Wolfie?
I mean, I would like her to be my bride, obviously, and then
Well, she is 16.
we'll have a bunch of kids. Yeah, but I'm also 16, and we're Visigoths. Like, I don't see the problem.
It's true. It's true.
I'm gonna avoid saying things about history right now.
So, how would you like to impress Wolfie?
Yeah, Wolfie, I carved you this rune. It depicts the Battle of Marika when Theodoric defeated the Huns. I thought you would like it. It would look pretty with your scar.
Well, it might. It might. Why don't you go ahead and why did you roll stun for me? This is not technically, you're not trying to actually like stun her to the point that she can't move. But that's a good
7.
Oh, well, that's not good at all.
What do you mean? That's pretty good.
It's not though.
Okay.
The 7 to 9 is like you didn't like you didn't accidentally draw like Mickey Mouse or whatever. It's obvious that you were attempting, but it's not great. And so Wolfie will just look at you and say, "Your rune carving is crap."
It hurts, but I'm not gonna let her see it. Yeah, well,
Did you just begin carving yesterday? Did you use a sharp stick instead of appropriate rune carving implements?
I have the finest hammer and chisel that you've ever seen handed down to me by my forefathers.
Well, then
And
why
I will
didn't
show
you use
to
it
her.
on this poor excuse for a rune?
Your hatred and disdain only makes my feelings stronger.
Okay.
I will win you. I will win you over. One day you'll see.
Also,
you will be mine.
Also, you're holding up the line. So did you want a smoothie or what?
I would like a strawberry lemonade smoothie.
Of course you would. That will be $2.
Okay. I tip her an extra $1.
Cool.
And I put the rune in there too.
Cool.
In the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks. All right then. I'll see you soon.
So this is not a great experience. I'm gonna say not enough to actually hurt your feelings, but
Come on.
I mean it was enough to kind of go, you had feelings. But
I mean, he sounds pretty resilient if he's gonna come back.
yeah, but it wasn't a total failure, so I'm gonna say it's not enough to actually give you a hurt feeling.
I mean, my feelings are hurt, but okay.
Okay, well then go ahead and add an appropriate hurt feeling. Shot down.
I don't know how to. I'm just on the PDF. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll remember it.
Write things down, or we'll remember. So yeah, you got shot down. So we'll add that. And remember, the only way that you can remove hurt feelings is to talk about them.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, so Hex and Flash have more or less succeeded at their first goal or task. Theodosia and Aldo come back together. And I'm sure Theodosia is slightly frustrated that your magic and her wiles were not enough to completely make Hex and Flash fail. However, Hex is now kind of embarrassed. So it wasn't a complete loss. Now, Theodosia and Aldo have an opportunity to plan what they would like to do. Because so far, you've just tried to mess with your enemies. You haven't actually made a plan for how Theodosia is going to win the beauty contest. And both of you can enter, by the way. Your chances of winning go up the more people enter.
Well, Theodosia's not here, so I think I might need to wait until.
Well, then Hex and Flash might want to talk about what happened with the whole Cat Stevens situation.
Yeah. Hey, Flash. I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
My parents don't let me listen to goth music. The only music that's allowed in our house is 70s mellow gold.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
I know. I feel really, really awkward
I'm
now.
just gonna say, like, I know what it's like to have embarrassing parents who like don't understand that this isn't a phase. So I am not like, I get it. You know, we'll just have to do some extra sessions where I teach you some stuff. All right. You ever like just hung out and listened to like The Cure or whatever? You want to go watch The Crow later? I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
We'll learn some stuff, okay? It's not a big deal. And it totally got us out of that jam. But seriously, how did that collar get into my pants?
I don't know. It's super weird. I wonder if those Visigoths have anything to do with it. They're like freaky and they do invisible stuff.
Yo, that makes total sense. I thought I heard someone whispering where there was no one when you were talking about your your eyebrow. Did you hear someone talking to you about your eyebrow?
You heard those voices too?
Oh my God. Theodosia.
I mean, sometimes the spirits talk to me, but that voice, it was distinct.
Yeah.
I bet it was Theodosia.
It probably was. She used to do that stuff to me in sleepovers. She thought it was hilarious. So rude.
Wait, you used to have sleepovers with Theodosia?
Well, listen, it's in the past, but yeah, we used to be best friends. And then I don't know, she just, Aldo kept talking about chopping heads off and stabbing everybody, and I wasn't into it. And I guess, I don't know if she was, but maybe she just chose family over friends because we're not friends anymore. And I don't want to stab anybody.
That's fair. I don't want to stab anybody either.
Cool.
Some light haunting sometimes.
Right. Like maybe fireworks, maybe some little bit of arson, but I'm not going to stab anybody.
That makes sense. I totally understand. Although Theodosia's swords are kind of sexy, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. But you can't just stab people with them. I mean, just like take pictures with them and be hot. Cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Well, I think this mutual sharing is enough to relieve Hex's embarrassment.
Yes.
About loving Cat Stevens. So, Theodosia and Aldo, now that Theodosia has finally returned from being invisible, it took Aldo a moment to remember how to undo the rune. And Theodosia pops back into visibility somewhere near the food court. Actually, probably just in time you probably have been waiting for Aldo to come out of Lim Theodosius, and you have observed that he crashed and burned with Wolfie again. But you come together and learn that your plot to undermine the Mall Goths was partially, but not entirely successful.
And now your idea was crap.
Say what? I didn't hear what you said.
I said your idea was crap.
My idea was crap?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
They got out of it.
This is not my fault.
I put something in Flash's pants. and she was supposed to get caught for stealing, and they talked their way out of it. And did you know that Hex doesn't listen to goth music at all?
I mean, I would also not listen to goth music.
I mean, I don't either. That's fair. But I first, I respect her a little bit more for it. Second, she would be mortified if more people found out.
Well, you should use this against her in the future, sister.
Well, it just begs the question: does she lie about more?
I think clearly all goth kids are liars, but yes.
Aldo, I feel like you're really adult for a younger brother.
Listen,
you've really considered all of these things, huh? I'm really proud of you.
It's very clear to me that these goth children are impotent and poser-ish, and all that matters is my love for what's her face?
I thought you...
Wolfie.
Yeah,
sister, I don't know what to do. I've tried anything. I've tried everything.
Probably find another love, Aldo.
No, I can't. My heart is set on Wolfie.
Probably go back to stabbing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would never stab Wolfie, but I would stab her enemies to win her heart.
I don't think that would do it.
You don't think so? Listen,
actually,
I've tried everything.
I've
sacrificed a goat for her. I have made her many fine runes that she rejects. I have not showered for weeks so that she could smell my pheromones. and become attracted to me.
I remember that.
I have
remember that. It was
worn
terrible.
my finest animal mat fur tunic. I just don't know what else I need to do. Maybe I need to come up with a different strategy because what I'm doing isn't working.
Maybe you need to move on.
No, that's terrible advice. I refuse to give up.
Okay, you're right.
She will be mine.
You should focus on this instead of the task at hand, which is winning.
Yes.
I am winning her heart. Yes, that is the task at hand.
Okay.
Well, Aldo,
Maybe when you're older, kid.
if you were to win the Little Mix Scare All contest, that would be public acclaim. You would be the gothest of the goth.
Mm-hmm.
Then she would respect me. I don't know who mentioned that.
Maybe.
It seems likely.
It was probably an overhead announcement in the mall.
Yes.
Have your crush respect you. It will win the Goth Award.
All right, yeah.
Yes, mall voice. You're right. That is a great idea. I will win the Little Miss Goth. What is it?
Little Mix. So Max. So Mr. or
Max.
Ms. or Miss.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
I will win the golf award, and then Wolfie will love me.
It's possible. You never know.
I knew you'd come around, Aldo.
All right. How do I do it? Like, what's our first step?
Well, we are already the original Goth, so I think we're just going to win on merit alone.
I think we should probably try to make it, to hedge our bets. We need to come up with a way to ensure that we win, either by increasing our own status or by murdering all of the other contestants.
So one of my conqueror powers is control animals. I could do it like a dog show, but with like our wolves at home. You know, we probably have wolves at home, right?
You probably
Like
do,
dire
but they're
wolf.
not here in the mall. However, it is entirely possible that there might be some animals at Gerbil Essences. I mean, it is a human and animal beauty salon.
Okay. Yeah, we could recruit.
Do you think having goth animals would increase our standing, or?
Yeah. Having black cats.
What are the
do your bidding?
gothiest? What are the gothiest of animals, sister?
Do
Do they have hedgehogs?
Are hedgehogs the gothiest of animals?
They're so pointy and painful.
Yeah, you're right. They're spiky. If we had some hedgehogs, maybe a skunk.
Yes.
I feel like a skunk.
Women love the smell of skunk.
It's true.
They cannot resist it. It's
They
irresistible.
cannot resist it. Skunk, hedgehog. I think a black cat just to appeal to the mainstream set.
Yes,
You know,
potentially.
especially I think it would probably a black cat would probably disarm Hex pretty well.
It might.
She is a witch.
Is she really a witch?
She is. I mean, she thinks she is. You know?
I've never seen her make any blood sacrifices.
Well, no, she thinks she is. You know these Malgoths.
Their ways are still confusing to me, even though we've been here for 10 years.
So I'm just saying, an animal show would be pretty impressive for talent.
Could be.
I don't know if you have anything to contribute. How do?
Well, I mean, I think this is great. We can totally get some goth animals, but also I've worn a very colorful tunic here, and this is not going to work for the kind of goth show that I think the judges are going to be looking for. Do you know what I mean?
I will say
Perhaps I need to get a better outfit.
it might be true. The judges panel is evenly split between older Goths and Visigoths. So like 18 plus. So
Well, I wore my runes today to the mall. I wore my runic
Yes,
runic
your family
garb.
crest, your family crest garb is
yes, very
is always
highly
impressive.
respected. Highly respected.
The older Visigoths on the panel will recognize your superiority.
it's quite true. But to win, you will almost certainly have to win over an actual Goth without losing any of the Visigothic votes. So it is a bit of a challenge. So it sounds like either going to Dribble Essences and seeing if you can find a way to borrow one or more of the animals present there, and or get your own, like her did, because that would help, or finding a way to improve your outfits. Either or. What is your next destination?
I would like to find a cape. Which store has capes?
Well, probably your best bet for a cape is going to be like fashioning one of your own out of something that you could find at Hail Satan. You could go to Brick and Mortal. They might have some fabrics of some sort. And if you're feeling secure in yourself, they might have some fur capes at Athelwolf's Secret, but they would be for women. I mean, it's technically Visigoth lingerie, but there might be some capes involved.
Do you think they would have like some sort of a cape or robe at Saint Sebastian's Catholic Gifts?
They might.
You know, I once saw Flash making out with the boy who works there. I think I'd like to go there because I might be able to get some information out of him that will help us.
You mean the little Catholic boy?
Yeah.
No.
Benedict. Old little Benny. Yeah. I was invisible at the time.
I'm not surprised. Have you met her parents?
It was really awkward. She looked like she had never even kissed a boy before, or anyone really. I was embarrassed watching it, but I didn't stop watching because obviously.
So, Theodosia, it sounds like Theodosia is heading to. It sounds like you're splitting the party. Theodosia is going to Gerbil
By the rules,
Essences.
we have to go to the same store, right?
Not
I mean, I
necessarily.
could go.
That's
I
what
could
it
go
says.
help you with the. Oh, yeah, we have to stay in pairs. All right.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
I
a
can go with you
terrible,
to-
terrible idea for you to split up, but I would allow it.
I love splitting the party. That's like my
Okay.
thing.
Team
Well-
members must stay
But
together
yeah.
as a group for store visits.
Cool.
But I can go. Yeah, I'll go with you to the lingerie store, or whatever, wherever you're going.
I'm going to the Catholic Saint Sebastian's
Yeah, isn't that
Catholic
a
gift store.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that lingerie?
No.
No.
It is right next door to Athelwolf's Secret, but which is Visigoth lingerie. But no, it's religious stuff basically. All right, so Hex and Flash see your Visigothic enemies making their way down to the bottom floor, making a beeline. In fact, you can lean over the railing and see that they are making their way into Saint Sebastian's. So your choice is, suspecting that they've been messing with you, would you like to mess with them, or would you like to advance your own ability to win the contest?
I would like to mess with them by texting the boy that I made out with allegedly and being like, yo, if anyone asks you about us, you keep it closed or I'm going to tell your parents what happened.
Okay.
I'm going to threaten the boy I made out with.
All right. That's
Listen, you tell anybody what, I'll let your parents know what happened in the store. You think they're going to like that? No. Keep your mouth shut. I'll know if you don't. Signed, Flash.
okay.
You wrote in a text signed Flash.
Well, I have like a
nerd.
little flash symbol that goes at the end of all my texts.
Yeah. She's got a text signature.
The
Little
lightning bolt.
shapes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow that as just a thing that happens while you're in the hallway. Since it's not like a scene, you just do that.
Can
Yeah.
I make it super haunted in the Catholic place?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So you two are staying up on the top floor watching as they go in and begin to kind of, so now this is your participation in the scene. So go ahead and roll to haunt it.
Okay, this is my +3, by the way. 13.
Oh, yes. It's going to be super haunted. Well done. So, you guys make your way into St. Sebastian's Catholic Gifts. It is lit with tea candles and decked with crosses. It's your church away from church. Benedict is a basic white bro, pleated khakis, sweater vest, says like heck and stuff a lot. And there is an attraction at the back. It is a confessional. And the rumors around the mall are that if you go to the confessional, you might receive strange and potentially advantageous advice or information.
Sister, you go in first and talk to Benny and wile him with your feminine charms. I have to put a runic graffiti on the outside of the store before I head in.
Okay.
As soon as Theodosia crosses the threshold, all the crucifixes on the wall rotate until they're upside down. And a feeling of cold and like a slight tremor moves through the store. Benedict crosses himself. What's happening? He's already a little freaked out because he's looking at his phone and he's getting the text.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just helping my brother look for some cool stuff.
Well, we have crucifixes and rosaries and prayer books and
Yeah, that sounds cool. I especially, my someone I know, Flash, actually recommended the store to me.
I don't know that person.
Flash.
We've never met.
You sure? You sure?
Yes.
She said to talk to you about it.
Nope. Must be a different Benedict.
Benedict. I have
It's
never
a very
met
common
another
name.
Benedict. It is a very uncommon name.
Trust
me.
There's four
I
of them in my
know.
class, ma'am. Benedict is very common.
Okay. Well, you sound like a liar and a traitor, and I think that I think that your lies are what are turning these crosses upside down.
Ah,
Someone knows.
you're right.
He hears you.
It's my sin. My sin is
Yep.
causing all of this.
Yeah.
I must go to confession now. And he leaves you.
You can confess right here. Ugh.
No, I have to confess to the priest.
Oh. Yeah.
So he goes and he shuts the door into the confessional.
Can you hear through the confessional?
There's
I don't know. I've
just
never
a
been to
priest
one.
hanging out in there?
Just my
Well, yeah, that's normally
No
how
one's ever
confessionals
seen
work.
him, but some people do report receiving strange information and advice.
Okay.
Perhaps he's invisible.
I'm going. So at this point, I'd like to walk into the store.
Yep. You
I
walk in
look
just in
around.
time to see Benedict rush back and slam the door to a confessional.
Theodosia, what did you do? You were supposed to wile him with your feminine charms.
Well,
He seems upset.
yeah, he seems like he's probably upset a lot.
Did you show him your ankle?
Oh, I get it because they're prudes. I understand. I don't think his eyes went below my collarbone, to be honest. He's very respectful, and I hate that.
Interesting. Your ineptitude here is disappointing to me.
Wow, I feel like you shouldn't be speaking to me like that.
Where did he run off to?
To the confessional. In the back.
I'm gonna look around. This is a perfect opportunity. Are there any majestic looking vestments? Because I'd like to take one.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
I'd like a full black, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Easy enough.
And then I'm gonna take it and oh look, the crucifix on this is already upside down. That's perfect. So I'll take the chain as well. And then should we have a little fun with old Benny here? Or are we okay?
Oh yeah.
Let's go into the other side of the confessional and see what happens.
Let's do it.
I'd like to sneak into the other side of the confessional.
Yes. Are you going to make yourself invisible?
I don't see the point. I want to see if there's actually somebody back there.
But you do have a priest's vestment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, just sort of the cloaky part.
Yeah.
The robes.
Yeah.
He can't see on the.
I mean, you kind of can.
Well, you can see there's a person, I guess, but.
And you could probably tell if they were wearing some obvious Visigothic furs versus priestly robes. So
fair.
No, makes good sense. So Aldo opens the other side of the confessional and steps in.
Mm-hmm. There's no one in there.
No.
Dominus Noviscum, my son.
Huh? Oh, sorry, Father.
I've come to listen to your confession.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been one day since my last confessional, and I listened to your words, although your voice is different now. That's fine. I listened to your advice, and I said all the Our Fathers and Hail Marys. But this strange woman came in and was reminded me of my sin when I kissed Flash.
Yes. The time that you kissed Flash.
Yes.
Why don't you go into a little bit more detail about that situation?
Well,
really set the stage for us.
Well, you know, I mean, I was kind of, I feel bad because I don't really like her.
You kissed a girl that you didn't like?
Well, it seemed like it was an expectation.
What was wrong with her? Why didn't you like her?
No, nothing's wrong with her. She's very nice.
Okay. But you still feel guilty about kissing her.
Well, there's someone else that I like, Father.
Who is it that you like?
Well, see, there's this Visigoth.
Go on.
I don't know whether they're a believer or not. I mean, you know, some of them are pagan, some of them are good Catholics. So I haven't really ever had a chance to ask, but I've never really gotten up the nerve.
Mm-hmm. Who is this person?
We'll just call him A.
A? Interesting. Listen, Benedict, in order for you to erase this sin from your soul, you must declare it in the most public way possible.
Yes.
It must be known that you and Flash made out, and all of the judges of the Little Mix Goth pageant must be made aware of this publicly during the judging.
That seems like really weird advice, Father, but I'll accept it.
Okay. That and, I don't know, like 75 Hail Marys?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel so much better, Father.
All right. Now, as you know, you have to stay in here with your eyes closed for 3 minutes
Sure.
before coming out.
Okay.
All right. You have a good one then.
You do, Father.
Take luck.
Right. All right. So yes, that's gonna happen. Well done.
I walk out of the store with my new clothing. Very gothy.
Yes.
I guess I walk out behind him.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
So did my text not do anything?
It did.
It
Oh,
did, but
okay.
she managed to like make it seem like my haunting is as a result of his guilty
Oh,
conscience.
got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Now everything in the store is haunted,
It's all haunted now.
including things that used to be in the store that are now no longer in the store.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see.
This is perfect.
But it seems very frustrating, Hex and Flash. It seems like Aldo and Theodosia had a very successful time. I mean, you're watching from a distance, so you're not sure what happens, but you see them come out and looking very pleased with themselves. So it is now your turn to decide if you wish to advance your preparations to win, or if you want to wait and see what Theodosia and Aldo do.
I think we should keep going, right, Flash?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to, discuss costuming and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I will say that it is rapidly approaching noon, and the contest, I mean, you're gonna have to line up and sign up for the contest in about an hour, so you don't have a lot of time. You probably want to make your next visit to a shop count.
Okay, well, then let's go. Can you remind me what the contest is? The first part is beauty. The second part is talent. What's the third part?
It is an interview. It is basically you have to declare your platform.
Got you. Okay.
Like, if you win, how will you use the title to better Gotham, or to exemplify the characteristics and mores of Gotham? How you would interpret that, obviously, because your definition of Gotham is very different than that of Theodosius and Aldo.
Okay, so here's a question. Could we go to I'm trying to think if we can go to Dracula Video for anything. Can we go there for like cult, like classic type horror movies that we can play like in the background while we do our like stuff on screen, like with no sound, just like the images?
Yeah.
You think that would be
You could do that.
gothy? Like have like murder scenes and like real gothy, like dark stuff behind us while we're doing everything?
Oh, yeah. I do know. Okay, I might not know the music, but I do know all of the like old school horror movies from the 50s and 60s.
Okay. Perfect. That's what we need.
All right.
Like as much Vincent Price as we can get, you know?
Oh, yeah. We'll get
Okay.
House on Haunted Hill.
Yes.
We'll get Black Sunday. Oh, my God, Black Sunday.
Okay. So let's go get those. That's what my proposal is for our next store visit. It's
Okay.
also upstairs and we're already upstairs, so it's like easy.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. So you are going to Dracula Video to see if you can't get something to project, I assume during the talent portion of the competition.
Yeah, like while we're doing our talent stuff.
Awesome. Are Theodosia and Aldo going to attempt to sabotage the Goths, or are you going to try to complete your plans for how you are going to win? I mean, currently Aldo has a nice outfit. Do you want to set something up for Theodosia? Do you want to double down on Aldo? Or do you want to see if you can mess with the Goths?
You're muted. Are you muted?
I am muted.
I mean, you did have the plan to go to Gerbil Essences and pick up some animals
Yeah, we should go to Gerbil Essences.
for your talent show.
Unless Auto has any better ideas. But his idea was to murder everyone. So my guess is that he doesn't have any better ideas.
I'm good with this animal, finding some real gothy animals that we can use as accessories. I'm fine with murdering, but like either way is fine.
As long, yeah. Let's do it.
We could also go to get work on your outfit, sister.
But what's wrong with my outfit?
Nothing. I think it's perfectly appropriate as a Visigoth, but do you think the judges will appreciate it?
Well, we have Visigoth. You're right. We do have to win over the poser Goths as well.
What do you think that you could add to your stunning Visigoth outfit to make it the best of both worlds?
Maybe some meat products.
Ah, yes. Goat meat. Raw, bloody goat meat.
Right?
Do you think they'll
Yeah.
have goats at this animal store? They should, shouldn't they? All good stores have goats.
Maybe pre-slaughtered. Pre-slaughtered meat might be better.
What do you mean pre-slaughtered meat?
I
We
mean,
wouldn't perform the ceremony on stage?
Not the ceremony. No, we're not going to do the ceremony. Here's the thing. I don't think we're going to win over any Malgoths with our traditional ceremonies. You'll notice that they didn't pick that up. You'll notice they didn't pick that up as a trend.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either, brother. However, it's just reality. It's where we're at. Let's go find some cute fuzzy animals.
Cool. So you're going to make your way into Gerbil Essences. All right. Well, let's start with Dracula Video. The person working there is a young man named Fritz Fang. He is notable in his appearance. First of all, he has like a deep V on, very thick, kind of gingerish chest hair that he appears to be very proud of. And he has rather pointed ears, teeth a little bit sharp. He has a kind of a growly voice.
Is he a leprechaun?
No, he's quite tall. Well, welcome in, ladies.
Hi.
On the screen behind him is a very obscure piece called Meowtropolis. It is an animated series from the 70s about a marginalized community of humanoid glam cats living in a trash barge patrolled by angry dogs in New York City's Hudson River. The most popular character with teenagers such as yourself is Rabbi Rainbows. So you remember Rabbi Rainbows from your childhood. He is the advisor to the Mewish community of Meowtropolis. He's a slender cat man in a crushed velvet cat suit with a plunging neckline spilling over with fur. And perhaps Fritz Fang's outfit is designed to kind of mimic this. His yarmulke is a CD that melted in the sun and forms a kind of reflective, iridescent dome on his head. And he's obviously like super flamboyantly gay rabbi. But he does have you recall from watching this as a child that he does have a daughter from a previous meowridge. And since the city of Meowtropolis is a trash barge, the synagogue is the cleanest area, the galley. It's called the Temple Meowsis. At Temple Meowsis, Rabbi Rainbow trains kittens for their per mitzvahs. I did not make that up.
I love that. I love that you didn't make any of that up.
This is how children become Goths, is by watching Meowtropolis.
Okay.
So that's what's
fair.
on.
I grab Flash by the elbow
Arr.
and like pull her all the way to the back, where
Where are you going?
I know the like 50s and 60s horror films to be.
Fritz kind of, as you move quickly, he kind of, and, kind of not in an aggressive way, but is just like attracted by the motion. What are you doing? Where are you going? What's happening?
We need horror films. Do you have City of the Dead from 1960?
Sure.
Cool.
So it's got like Flash. It's the best. It's got this like chanting at the beginning. It's very atmospheric. They're about to burn a witch at the stake.
nice.
like, It's perfect. It's gonna
Yeah, and
do.
I think
so
when
well.
we rig you up on that, we'll put like some wood and stuff under you, like we're burning you, and there'll be pyrotechnics. But then I will rig you so that we pull you up out of the flames. Like you can't be
Amazing.
burned like a witch because you're too goth. You know.
You're gonna need sticks.
Incredible.
You're gonna need sticks.
We are gonna need
And
sticks.
do you already have a stick?
No, Fritz. Do you want to get us a
No
stick?
sticks. Do you have
yeah.
sticks?
So he will kind of crouch down on all fours and start like running around through the video store. Gotta find a stick. He comes back with some sort of like sad child's doll.
Is he a dog? I'm so confused.
I accept the child's doll from him.
He wants to pull on it.
Fritz, this is gonna sound like an invasive question, but I'm using my my talent to make somebody answer a question with their true feelings.
Yeah.
Are you a werewolf?
Yeah.
Or really?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to detect lies.
Okay.
I cast Detect Lies. Zone of Truth.
That's a 9.
Oh, he's a werewolf.
Oh. Wow. I didn't expect to meet a werewolf in this town.
Well, I mean, I mean, my family have been werewolves for a long time, so
Oh,
we're like dogs, kind of.
can you howl?
Oh.
Now say Cookie Crisp.
Ooh, Chris, yes. Yes.
I
As
think
he
Flash
does,
that-
his slightly gingerish beard gets a little bit like kind of starts to grow in. It's a little bit curly. He reminds you kind of like a human Irish setter, or maybe maybe like a yellow lab. It's hard to tell.
Awesome. Fritz, do you want to help us
Want
with our
to toss that doll?
talent?
Want to toss that doll?
Sure. Yeah, I'll toss this doll as much as you want if you will come do that howl over our talent later.
Oh yeah, sure.
I throw the doll.
He runs over, knocks over a few standing displays of Lost Boys 3, and comes back with it, just drooling.
Hey,
So,
Fritz, you wanna
Do we
like
just throw the doll for a while?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we do because I think we want his help.
Okay.
Every time we throw the doll, can he also bring us a stick so we can get a
Yes.
pile of sticks?
Yes. Yes, he will bring you over the course of the next 30 minutes or so. He will bring you a decent pile of sticks that he had stashed around the video store, which will be helpful for your burning of the witch diorama. Cool. So, you have gained some additional resources that you may wish to use during the contest. Aldo and Theodosia, you decided to go to gerbil essences. So this is a salon, and there are a number of humans and animals present. The animals that you have to choose from. Now, these belong to other people.
Yeah, but we're very convincing.
It's
For now.
you could be.
For now.
The proprietors are a young guy with a cute pink and neon green mohawk, whose name is Bitter Herb, and Kelly, a black trad goth with long cornrows, black t-shirt, black leather jacket, black jeans, and black Doc Martens. And she is always carrying around a book of Shakespeare. You know that she is the stage manager for local high school plays.
Does she actually understand it, though?
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Maybe.
The pets that are currently in the store is one large poodle, one sheep, and one cage of gerbils.
This sheep will be perfect for our...
Sounds super goth.
Is it a black sheep?
Sure.
Excellent.
It's
It'll
a
be
standard
perfect for
poodle.
a ritual sacrifice.
And to be clear, both the poodle and the sheep are rideable.
Those are real big animals.
And also to be clear that Fritz is also rideable.
Wait,
Sorry, I don't
Fritz.
know why I found that so funny.
Get a
And
hold of
then
yourself, sister.
and then there is the Makeover Station.
The poodle got me. I'm sorry.
There-
Crying off my eyeliner.
There is the Makeover Station. A makeover costs $25. That's haircut, color, makeup, the works.
I want that. Yes.
Okay. So Aldo would like to. Do you have $25?
Yeah, man. I have $50.
Ooh.
Minus the $3 that you spent earlier.
Yes. So you have $47.
$47.
All right. So Bitter Herb is going to give you a makeover. And of course, you've got your clothing is not in the best shape underneath the priest cassock. And so we'll, as giving you the makeover, we'll also put in some decorative safety pins. Which should, you believe, at least be somewhat popular with the trad goths.
I would like a spiky mohawk.
Yes.
I already
Excellent.
have my long hair, so it shouldn't be that hard. You just undercut this,
Yep.
shave the sides,
Yep.
spike it up.
And what color?
Black.
Okay. No, special color on the tips, like a candy apple red or...
Blood red.
Blood red, like the blood of my enemies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you want for makeup?
I would like some white runic designs
Okay.
that is accurate from my family crest, and I have many runes. I'm very well versed, so I can show him exactly what I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You pay for it. And it's great. Now, the bad news is that he can't stop talking about his punk band. It's called Bitter Herb and the Boils. And he's complaining because they keep telling him that his guitar playing sucks. And what he's really looking for is someone to help him improve his guitar skills. And it kind of looks like you look like you probably could play guitar.
Who?
You, as he's styling your hair, as he's painting runes on your face. Maybe you could give me some pointers.
I mean, I've shredded on a lute.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah. Okay. It's all in the wrist. It's
Okay.
all in the wrist. It's all in the
Well,
wrist.
he will pull out a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to give him some pointers?
Well, first off, why don't you play a lick for me so that I can hear what I'm working with?
Okay. So he, and actually for this, I will give him a roll because these folks do have stats. Cool. He just, it's an electric guitar. It's not plugged in, so it's just very kind of soft and jangly. He just starts wailing on this thing with complete abandon. And then after maybe 15 seconds, does a big dramatic flourish and then begins smashing things with it.
Whoa, easy there, bud, with the smashing.
There's a beautician station nearby, another one that is not currently occupied. He just begins like taking everything off the counter with it and smashing the chair and then breaking the mirror.
I like the passion that you're showing me here, but could it be that all of the smashing with your guitar is damaging the instrument and that's why it doesn't sound that great?
Oh, but I got a ton of them.
You have a ton of these guitars?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
It's like the punk ethic, man. You know, it's not so much about the notes, it's about the attitude.
Yeah. See, I think what you want to do is just get real heavy with the bass line. All right?
Sure.
And just work on that. Lay that down as your bass line. That's why it's called a bass line, okay? And then I want you to crescendo up from that versus just jumping straight into the riff, you know what I mean?
All right, dude. Thanks. Hey, well,
Yeah.
you know, if there's any way I can help you out.
Yeah, we need you to perform with our presentation later today at the pageant.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Cool.
I can even call. I can call the Boyles.
Yeah, call the Boyles. We need some real shreddy spaghetti music for our presentation.
Sure, anything for you, bro.
Yeah, brother. And also, I need to borrow this sheep.
the one that Theodosia is currently. Well, that really Kelly handles the animals. I'm more the people.
I get it, but maybe you can help me with Kelly. I don't think she and I speak the same language, if you know what I mean.
I mean, you speak English.
No, I get it, but it was like you don't seem to be understanding the inference. You need to read between the lines sometimes. I don't think that she's going to give me the sheep. I need your help obtaining the sheep.
Yo, Kel, they're interested in that sheep. Kelly's like, oh, okay. Who is and has been showing Theodosia this entire time how she's grooming this poodle. And like putting little bows in its hair.
Why are you putting bows in this?
Very
Why are you putting
goth
bows in this beast's hair?
Oh, no, because they're sparkly and they're cute.
Theodosia, is this going to help you win Little Mix Goth pageant?
Morale, look at the poodle. Isn't it cute? Tell me the poodle isn't cute.
Do you think that this poodle could render the flesh of its enemies?
Absolutely.
Seems
The
unlikely.
bows are to lull their victims into a false sense of security.
Okay.
Smart.
You're my older sister and I respect your wisdom.
I'm sorry.
But can your friend Kelly let us take this sheep?
Yeah, Kel and I are cool. Right? Kelly?
I will name it. I should have thought of something before my mouth. I will name it Ragnarok. Even though that's a different culture. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Whatever
we're appropriating as they have appropriated our culture.
Floyne, what's the Ragnarok for the Visigoths? You know this stuff, right? I guess I could Google
I
it.
don't know very much about the Visigoths because they didn't write stuff down.
Yeah. So it could be something like Ragnarok. Who knows? The end times. All right. So how would you like to convince Kelly to loan you the poodle for the beauty pageant?
I mean, I have a skill in theft, so I can just nab the sheep, run out with it.
Are you going for the sheep, not the poodle?
Yeah. Weren't we going? Didn't Auto say the sheep?
I need the sheep.
Yeah.
I don't know how else we're
I mean,
going
we
to
could go
perform
for
a
both
ritual
of them.
sacrifice without a
We're
sheep.
not sacrificing the sheep.
Right, we're not sacrificing the sheep.
No, there is no
Exactly.
no blood. There's no fresh blood to be
Certainly not.
spilt on the stage.
I got you.
Aldo.
Definitely no
we need
blood.
to stop right here and
Yep.
agree because
I agree.
we're borrowing someone's pets. I'm only gonna theft the pet if we're gonna give it back.
No, we're definitely going to give it back.
With its heart pumping.
With its heart, yes, we'll give the heart back.
Okay, all right. Maybe this was a bad idea. Let's
Don't worry about
Thank
it.
you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Maybe we should go get me a new outfit, and we need a new idea.
You're just the sign up for the contest is in bare minutes.
All right. I could convince Kelly by controlling, like showing Kelly how well the sheep listens to me,
Okay.
and convince her that the sheep wants. This is what the sheep wants.
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Go ahead and roll to control animals.
Okay, this is the one I'm choosing for +3.
Okay.
By the way. So I roll 4D.
2d6
Sorry.
plus 3.
2d6 +3. Okay, sorry, this is my first roll of the game. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, you begin speaking to the sheep and, telling it to sit and stay and roll over and shake hands and things like that. But it's a sheep. It just sits there and at you with those weird devil eyes. And it's currently kind of crusty because for whatever reason its owner decided to put some relaxer on it. Like, so we're gonna have, I guess, silky flowing wool. I don't know. But it kind of smells weird and it's wrapped in cellophane and just seems like it's not paying attention. The poodle, however, is listening to every word that you say, and it is obeying you perfectly. So a 7 to 9 is a mixed success. So you succeed in getting an animal to obey you in an impressive fashion. It's just not the one you were targeting.
Poodle
No, it's
it is.
fine. You take the poodle, I'll take the sheep. I'm going to need the sheep for the thing.
No, not the thing. No, Kelly, hold the sheep.
Oh, I've
Keep
got to
the
take it in the
sheep.
back room anyway and rinse it out.
Yes, keep it back there until we go. Okay, the poodle, let's go. Come on, Auto. I grab him by the arm so we can't touch the sheep. I'm nervous. It's
We
a pet
murdered.
sheep.
We call the sheep every day. Why is this sheep different? I don't understand.
Didn't you? It smiled at me.
Yeah.
Have you gone soft?
It has
sister?
a
I thought you wanted
name.
to
It has a little
dominate
name
these gods.
tag. Bethany the sheep.
There's
Bethany the sheep.
There's nothing more metal than sacrificing Bethany the sheep live on stage and then
It's not metal though. We're goth.
doing a dance using its blood.
No. Because
Goths-
then we'd have to
Goths
clean
are
it up.
pretty
And you know what
metal,
is not
man.
goth?
Like-
You know what's not goth is having to clean up after yourself.
That's what I believe the janitorial staff is for. Cleaning up in the food court, mopping up sheep's blood. What else? Fine. We'll use
Overruled.
the poodle. We'll
Okay,
use
poodle.
the poodle. Fine.
Wow.
We'll sacrifice the poodle. It's unorthodox, but we have to
about to
work
get-
with what we have.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that because we're not sacrificing the poodle, and then let's go.
All right. Both teams have just enough time to race down to the atrium to sign up. And the rules are simple. You can certainly assist each other. You can find subtle ways to undermine the performance of another individual. If you are caught cheating, however, you are out.
Oh no.
So
What's
you
cheating?
stabbing people.
Oh, that's cheating.
I mean,
What?
Audo asked that question to one of the judges, and the
that
judge
was
said, "Well, as a Visigoth, stabbing people."
but that was our plan B.
Yeah.
What if
Not gonna
they
fly.
insult my family's name or my honor? Then may I stab them, as is my right?
You can stab them after hours in the parking lot, but it cannot be part of your performance. It will disqualify you.
How about animal sacrifice? Ritual sacrifice.
No, we're not zoned for it.
Oh, Audo, I'm sorry. Oh no.
Who made the rules
The
here? It doesn't
zoning.
sound like you consulted
zoning.
with the Visigoths.
I mean, you can do whatever you want on your own time, but this is technically a promotion activity of the Galleria. So we have to play by the Galleria's rules. You do want to win Little McScarroll contest, don't you?
Yes. It is
Remember
very
your-
important that we win the Little McScarroll
Remember
goth contest.
to impress your future bride.
Look, I don't care why. Just follow the
Yeah.
rules. And could you please sign your name here? X will do.
Do you need the poodle to sign as well?
No, it's a poodle.
But it's a very cute poodle.
It's important to
It
me.
is very sparkly.
It's important to me. Will all of the people working in the mall, specifically Wolfie, my love from Visigoth smoothies, lemon Theodosius, be present to watch my victory as I am crowned king of the Goths?
Maybe. I mean, it'll be broadcast in CCTV into all the stores.
This is acceptable to me.
All right. So sign the papers. Do Hex and Flash give anyone any difficulty signing up?
No, I don't think so. I think we just signed the papers.
I feel like we are very focused on like our own performance. Like we haven't even really tried to sabotage, like seriously. And so I feel like we're just gonna really focus on our stuff because I got to get the rigging going. We got to figure out how we're gonna do it, you know. And I think I'm going to like assist. I don't think I'm actually gonna like enter myself, but I feel like we're gonna enter as like a team almost, and I'm gonna assist Hex.
Well, you can certainly assist each other, but if you want to be involved, you have to enter.
Okay, I'll enter, I guess.
Okay.
But our acts are going to be together. Is that okay?
I will
Or do I
say.
have to have my own act?
I will say.
I mean, I can.
For the talent portion, your act can be together because that is more
Okay.
chaos.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
So, I would like everyone to roll a single d6.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 1.
I got
Okay.
a 6.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Okay. Theodosia, single d6. Lissa.
Are you
got
muted
this.
again?
No, I'm not muted. I was just thinking. Okay, I got a 4.
All right. So for the beauty portion, Flash is up first, followed by Theodosia, then Hex, then Audo.
The best for last.
So Flash, have you done anything that would help you win the beauty
beauty one?
portion? Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, clearly I'm gorgeous. And on top of that, I got this sweet harness, you know, out of the
That
bottle
harness
cap
will
or-
give you a bonus when it comes to doing rigging work, but it does not actually apply to
No,
the beauty.
But
beauty
I
contest
have a
portion of the.
+2 in costumes, and so I have made it into part of my costume, and it makes sense because I'm like punk. I'm like punk goth, you know. So like I've made this like basic like backstage, you know, like roadie fashion for punk goths,
Okay.
you know.
Sure.
And so like I'm kind
It
of
still
just
is not
like
going to give you it's still not
piercings.
going to give you a bonus, but narratively, yes. That's a good reason that you can use costumes to win the beauty portion of the contest.
Yes.
So, go ahead and describe how you perform on the runway.
All right. So like I come in like this, obviously, right? And I walk and I like stop every once in a while and I like I do like one of these and then I'm like like you know, like talking like boo, 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 boo. And then I'm walking down and I'm like very serious looking, but like those pew pew pew, those are like little fireworks, like just little ones going off, like little
Okay.
pyrotechnics, like pa pa. And then I'm like, and then I'm like, but I'm like rugged. And then I do some like some
But
sweet.
I'm like rugged.
I'm rugged and
I know,
gothic.
All right.
And then I do like a left turn and I look over my shoulder and I'm like and then I like walk away and I walk out.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're actually using pyrotechnics to stand out in the beauty contest.
I am, yeah.
Roll it.
Okay. I gotta back out. This is like way too. Okay. All right. I got a 5 and a 1. And I got 3, so 9.
9. Well, the good news is that you impress the Tradgoth half of the judges. You frighten and confuse the Visigoths through your use of pyrotechnics. So the Tradgoths give you 1 point. The Visigoths give you none. Next up is Theodosia. How are you impressing in the beauty portion of the contest?
So, here's the thing. I still feel like I should win on my merits because we're the Visigoths. We're original. We're not the posers that these posers are, right? So, as I'm a conqueror, I walk out. I show off my muscles, as you do.
Yeah.
And then I walk out into the crowd and I grab like a mall goth looking like kid by the scruff or by the by like the collar, and then I throw him across the stage. And then I show off my muscles again, and then I walk out. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. And then I turn around.
Wait, you
at
did
the
this
end.
for the beauty part?
Yeah, of course. This is beautiful.
Wait till you see the talent part.
This is beautiful. I stop and I turn around and I wink at the Visigoth judges, and then I leave.
The majestic
I
strength
just
of a
wanna-
strong Visigoth woman.
Yeah, I just want to say I did borrow the sparkly bows from the poodle. That was
Okay.
important. That was important to me.
All right. So your choice of whether you use spears to represent your fighting ability or theft to represent that you have stolen glittery goods from the enemy and festooned yourself with them. Whichever one of those you think is the most impressive to the Visigothic judges.
I think, I kind of used, I used the gentleman as a spear, just kind of javelin across
Yep.
So that's what I would go for.
Okay, roll spears.
Okay, so 4d4s plus 2?
2d4. So it's
2d4,
2d6.
sorry.
2d6.
2d6.
2d6
plus 2.
plus your spears. Yeah.
Brain. Okay. All right. 10.
Ooh.
I was about to say, I don't know if this is a 6 or a 9. That was it. That was why I laughed. Decent.
With a 10, you impress the Visigothic judges and disarm the Tradgoth judges because of the sparkly bows. Like, they're kind of like, oh my god, we should disqualify her for attacking someone. It's like, but look at those cute bows. They're confused by it.
It wasn't an attack. It was a display of beauty.
Yeah. It's just ironic enough for it to appeal to the Trad Goths. So currently Theodosia has 2 points. Well done. Hex, you are
Okay, so I
next
have
to
a
walk the
question.
catwalk. Yes.
If I use haunt on this, does my old haunting go away?
I don't know. Kind of depends on what your role is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try anyway to use haunt.
Okay.
As a witch Molgoth, I have a crystal wand.
Yes.
I want it to like glow with like ghostly
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna try and do. That is a 10.
Yes. I suspect that some of the Visigothic judges are impressed by. They assume that this must be some sort of rune crafting done specifically to impress them. So yes, you do in fact impress both sides of the house. And as you traipse through and then leverage the wand to give yourself dramatic lighting. Offset your features, like really, really sparkle off of your brand new eyebrow piercing, which by the way gives you a +1 on the roll.
Oh,
But
so that's actually an 11.
10 and 11 are the same. So yes, Hex also with 2 points, tied for the lead. It is now Aldo's turn for the beauty portion.
Excellent. I have drawn a picture of what I look like right now.
Excellent.
To look extra beautiful.
Yes.
Which
And
I
you do
expect,
have a black cloak, and
Yes.
you do have
black spikes.
Yes, but your black cloak is haunted.
Yeah, which adds to the awesomeness of it.
It might.
Unless
It
Hex
does.
sabotages your haunted.
Yeah, I
cloak.
mean, it's already been sabotaged. You just don't know it. So, what are you going to do to impress the judges with your masculine beauty?
Well, first off, I am going to be invisible before heading onto the stage
Okay.
so that I can reveal myself in a flash of majesty. But not only am I revealing myself from being invisible, I'm also levitating 2 feet off the ground. And as I spin majestically, arms open, haunted cloak flowing in the breeze, they can't help but notice how beautiful I am and give me the top marks.
Sure. Decide which part of it is the most impressive, the invisibility or the levitation.
It's hard to say. I mean, it's so equally amazing in every possible way. I guess being able to fly is pretty neat.
I think so.
So we'll say
I think it's the
levitating.
levitation. So go ahead and roll plus levitation or plus levitate.
Okay. I got an 8.
Well, the good news is you do have a spiky mohawk that does have the red for the blood of your vanquished enemies on it, which is good enough
Yes.
for a +1. The bad news is as you begin to rotate and spin, the cloak takes on a life of its own and begins sort of flapping. And instead of simply spinning in place to show everyone your glory, it kind of starts flying you away for a -1
What?
-1?
because it was
Flying me away should be
is
a
there-
bonus.
yeah, but it's like you technically you're not reacting as if you expected it, so you were prepared for this kind of like rotating, and then it starts to kind of flap around, and you were clearly taken aback. So it all evens out.
Okay.
The the obvious use of runecraft is enough to earn a point from the Visigothic judges, but you don't get anything. The Goths are just kind of like, what was that? They kind of laugh a little bit.
How dare they laugh? I'd like all of their names, their family names, their surnames.
Yes, it's fine. You'll get them. It takes you a moment. You wind up somewhat entangled in a potted plant, but not enough that you can't make it back to the stage area for the talent portion. So everyone roll a d6.
5.
All right.
6.
All right.
2.
2 for Theodosia and 3. All right. So we're going to have Hex, Auto, Flash, and Theodosia. Hex, you're up first.
Okay. So my act is being burned at the stake,
Yes.
like the lady at the beginning of City of the Dead, a 1960s film that like basically a lot of references, like a lot of films reference this film.
Yes.
And so I'm going to give her speech as she's being burned at the stake
Okay.
with like the pyrotechnic assistance of Flash.
All right.
And then as I curse everybody who's present, I'm going to start like levitating with Flash's assistance.
All right. Now, what is Flash doing anything in addition, or is it really just kind of a couple of skill rolls and you get to choose whether you're using rigging or pyrotechnics?
I think at the beginning, Flash is like the bad guys who are setting the person on fire. So that's how I'm using pyrotechnics. Okay. But I'm also acting, I'm being like, witch, she's a witch. And then I'm like, and then I set it on fire like I'm the bad guy. And then she curses. When she curses everybody, I'm like, no, and I like act that whole bit out. But then I'm also like, and then as she starts to levitate, I'm like, no. And then at that point, I'm like pulling her up in the wings. Once I like die and get cursed, I go back and I start levitating her and she rises up. And it's like a whole thing. We've got the movie playing in the background too.
Yes.
And it's just very dramatic, pyrotechnics, fire, everything.
All right. So I'm going to say repelling and rigging in this case, because you need to be able to maintain your performance while also operating the rigging. Right. And what skill is Hex using to make the performance beneficial?
I'm going to go with persuade, probably.
I
think.
Makes perfect sense. And you are each at +1 on this roll. So to represent the fact that you are, actually just roll together. Both of you roll 2d6 plus.
But don't I have my rigging vest.
That gives you a +1. That's where your +1 comes from. So Flash is rolling plus rigging, Hex is rolling plus persuade, and you each have a +1 for the movie and for the. Oh, sorry. Hex has +2 because at a dramatic portion, your friend howls.
Oh yeah, is gonna be like, oh
yes,
yeah,
nice.
I'm excited for when Benedict shows up.
Okay, so I got a 9.
I got a 9, 10, 11, 12. I got a 12.
All right. So hold on, let me figure the points. So I can remain silent no longer. Benedict pops up. I feel really bad. I'm sorry to embarrass you, Flash, but so the other day when you came in the store and were being really nice to me and stuff, and I was like being really nice back, and then we kind of kissed.
I make a very dramatic sound, shocked sound. What?
Yes.
And
And
then from the back, from behind the stage, my really preppy twin comes out. And we're like, oh, you didn't make out with me at all. It was my preppy twin.
Wow,
no.
what a twist.
no. I mean, from behind the stage, your really puppy parents could show up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, to help with the embarrassment factor.
But that doesn't happen yet. So you're like looking around, and he's like, and it was really nice, and I, really really sweet and everything like that. And I'm sorry, and I have to like confess that I was deceiving you. This is the only way.
Getting dumped by the kid from the Catholic store in front of everybody? That is so embarrassing and not goth.
It's true. It's true.
But I made out with someone without dating them. That's pretty goth, right? Independence, like be free with your sexuality, everybody.
Speaking of which, Benedict says, because there's someone else that I love. It's you, Aldo.
Oh, it's Aldo.
What?
I was trying to tell you back at the store.
What have you done?
What have I done?
Aldo made a pass at the Catholic boy.
How to made a pass at the Catholic boy.
Oh my gosh. I got to make out with him. You just made passes at him and you haven't even made out with him yet.
my gosh.
Embarrassing.
Is there
Struck
any
out of
way-
her, right?
Embarrassing.
Use the
Why
Backstreet Boys.
are you
to fix
shaming
this?
him?
No, I'm
It's
shaming
okay.
you, Aldo.
Can I use the Backstreet Boys to fix this?
You certainly may.
I don't know if that'll make it better.
Maybe I want it that way.
Tell me why. Ain't nothing but
So
a
Theodosia and Aldo begin an a cappella.
Ain't nothing. This is all performance art.
This is our talent portion.
Tell me why.
Why I ain't nothing, don't know the words. I want it
the
that
goth way.
that way.
So Hex, who is currently suspended over a faux bonfire, has no choice but to dance. Am I correct?
I mean,
Wait, you don't have to dance to that.
No,
We
you
can just make
do.
fun of
That's your
them.
embarrassing
Why?
trait.
Well, it's
Isn't
not
it?
70s mellow gold,
no,
technically.
no,
no.
that's
Yeah.
70s Mellow Gold.
Who is the one who has to dance to Backstreet Boys?
That's me.
Yeah,
No,
It is
no.
you.
When she hears Backstreet
That's what I
Boys,
was
she has
trying
to
to say.
sing
I was
I
loudly.
have
trying
to
to
sing
save Aldo.
loudly. Oh,
She's
okay.
using it to get
As an
bonus or
embarrassing
whatever.
Yeah, we're trying to, cover. I'm trying to cover up Benedict's proclamation of love to Aldo as a performance art, and it's all part of this really like wild and crazy performance. This is so goth. This is
Wait
so goth.
till the band kicks in.
Yeah.
I think I want as I'm hanging there to use like my haunt skill to make my voice deep and resonant, and then issue a new curse upon anybody who would interrupt our performance,
It's gonna be very
because that
obvious
is the
you're
height
cheating.
of rudeness.
Very obvious that you're cheating with your magical powers.
And at that point, it would be obvious if
You
it
went
weren't for the
onto
fact.
stage invisible.
If it
That's not sabotaging someone
You were
else. though.
levitating.
it would
That's
be
not
it would be
sabotage.
very
Yeah, it's not
obvious that
cheating.
you were issuing some sort of goth curse. If it weren't for the fact that Bitter Herb and the Boils choose that moment to begin a thrash version of Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
It's very discordant.
Let's go.
So
We start doing some real awesome like goth, Visigoth hybrid, like chanty dance stuff.
yes. This
What does that look
Rooms
like,
with
please?
we're making rooms.
Please
with our
explain what
body-
that looks like.
and
with our bones
Theodosia
and
is
bones
chanting
bodies.
Backstreet Boys very, very loudly. Theodosia, you are embarrassed, but you maintain the performance. The performance confuses and excites the poodle. The poodle,
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
begins running around like crazy, kind of tearing around.
This is
I
part
yell,
of it.
let loose, woo off. The ghostly host charge through the knights in the battlefields in the name of the Aesir. And the poodle runs around.
Can I jump onto because it's a rideable poodle, right?
Yes.
And I have like my beautiful cape flowing in the because it's a Visigoth. I got a cape. I already got my cape and my gown, and it's just flowing, and I'm screaming, and I have my spear in my hand.
And this is when I cast levitate on the poodle.
Well, this excites not only the poodle but also Fritz Fang, who begins chasing the poodle.
I'm gonna join this.
And in his excitement becomes more and more werewolf / Irish setter. So yes, chaos ensues. Aldo.
I'm confused because isn't this our part of the talent thing?
Well,
like, why did they just show up and started doing their part of the talent thing?
It's fine.
If they're on the stage when our stuff is there, I could probably hit them with some pyrotechnics.
Your performance has been scored.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So let's see how Theodosia and Aldo score. So what talent, you have used many, but which specific talent are you? I think Theodosia could be animal handling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think that was the grand finale.
Yes. So Theodosia is going to control animals, partly to ride the poodle and partly also to keep from being ripped to shreds / just slobbered to death by what you are now more and more sure is a werewolf.
Right.
Aldo, what skill are you using?
Yeah, I'm levitating the poodle that she's riding for dramatic effect, and she gave me a bonus for
yes,
doing
you have
the
a +3.
thing.
Yes. Theodosia.
I've made a big mistake. Okay, a 6.
Can I just like rip a huge fart? Is that a thing I can do to give her a bonus?
Sure. We will say that that Theodosia is having a hard time because controlling the poodle because Fritz in werewolf form is being very friendly and not in a gross way. Maybe. Family show. But this throws Theodosia a bit off, but then Aldo lets one loose, and this attracts Fritz.
Yeah.
Who begins sniffing around. Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
just
mean,
nose like buried.
So
which of course then makes Benedict very jealous.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you got yourself in a bit of a.
So Aldo, you are also embarrassed. But
right.
That will be enough to kick up Theodosia. That will be enough to impress the Visigoth judges for Theodosia. And what was your total, Aldo?
My total was an incredibly impressive 14.
That is enough to impress both sides of the house.
Mm-hmm. But is it enough to impress the one person I care about?
Don't know.
Wolfie.
So, the scores are pretty tight. In fact, it is a 4-way tie. And you each have at least 1 point from the opposing team's judges. So any of you could win. It all comes down to your platform. The interview portion. So after animal control comes in and tranks Fritz and the poodle, and Benedict kind of calms down, but now is sitting up front row, just staring at Aldo with hearts beating in the eyes. It's very cute. Aldo has shed the haunted priest vestment, so it cannot interfere with you any further. It's currently kind of flipping around in a potted palm. So, everyone roll a d6 for me.
3.
2.
5.
2.
All right, it's going to be Hex, Theo, Flash, then Auto. No, Auto was 3. Hex, Auto, Flash, Theo. Oh, same order as before. All right. Hex. What would you do if you won the title of Little McScarroll? You have
Well,
90 seconds.
Magic is very important to me. And I also understand it to be very important to the Visigoths. If I were to be Little Mix Goth, I would bring us together for cultural exchange. We could teach each other how to haunt, how to levitate, how to become invisible. We could join forces together and make the world spookier just by our very joined presence in it.
You see the two sides of the judges' table kind of look at each other and kind of, we may not always agree, but that makes good sense. Or maybe it doesn't. It all depends upon the role.
Okay, so I'm going to use Persuade.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1 and a 3. So
Okay.
that's a 6.
Is there anything Flash can do?
Yeah, my parents can show up and be like, "You're doing great, sweetheart." I'd be like, "Mom, knock it off. I'm being really cool right now, Mom."
Yes.
It's
So-
the worst.
So your words are well chosen, and the sentiment lands well on both the Goths and Visigoths. But as they start to look at each other, they are reminded at how much they detest each other and are angered that the other side also seems to be responding. And unintentionally, that starts to flare some animosity between the two sides of the judges' table. But before anything can come to blows, what are they? Pete and Kathy?
Yeah, Pete and Kathy. Oh,
Show up in there. Like your mom's got like a little purse in the crook of her arms. They each have like
she probably has her little cardigan tied around her shoulders.
they each have like his and hers monogrammed cardigans tied around their shoulders.
Capris,
Yeah. Your dad's in deck shoes and well, it's a weekend, so I'm going to say that your dad is very casual today. He's got on
Dogs with sandals for sure.
no, he's got on like a polo and creased denims, like he ironed them.
Oh boy.
So he can be like one of the cool kids at the mall. Like he didn't want to embarrass you.
Oh, that's really nice.
Kathy's in a little like khaki tennis skirt because she's super sporty. She's got her mall walking shoes on.
Because I'm still cool. I'm still cool with Flash's parents. Can I wave at them?
Sure.
Hey.
That adds to the embarrassment. But I have to go, "Oh, Theo, it's so good to see you. You should come
Hey,
over
Pete.
for dinner."
Hey, Pete and Kathy.
Hey, Pete and Kathy.
So, Flash, you are now embarrassed.
I'm super embarrassed. This is embarrassing.
Hun, you forgot your rash cream at home.
Yeah.
Not that embarrassing.
Oh, you got some schmutz on your face. Oh, that's just coming off like
Mom.
crazy.
Noticing that these normies have arrived, I say, wouldn't you rather join forces together against such normie incursion on our turf in this mall?
I will give you a reroll
Okay.
That's
with
good.
the +3
That was good.
because of smartness. Because the Visigoths were not impressed. They were distracted and a fight didn't break out. But,
It's an 11.
well, that is enough to impress the Visigothic judges as well. So well done on your platform, Hex. It's a hard act to follow. Speaking of which, Auto. You have an adoring fan in the front seat. And you see Wolfie standing in the back looking very skeptical. The pressure is on.
Yes, I must perform. If I am crowned king of the Goths, my platform is that everyone should be allowed to be who they want. Whether you are a Visigoth, a true Goth, or a Malgoth, or whether you like boys or girls, it doesn't matter. Do whatever it is that you want to do. And what I will want to do is declare my love for Wolfie. I wish to make her my bride, and I will butcher even more cattle in her name. And I pledge to destroy all of her enemies, and then we shall live happily together, raising cattle in our homestead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm embarrassed for you, but that doesn't really count since I don't have to roll anything. So what would you like to roll?
I don't heckin' know. Can I stun the audience with my awesomeness?
Or your vulnerability, yes.
My truthfulness and my vulnerability. Do you understand I'm 16 years old and I've publicly declared my love.
Yes.
Stunning. Ooh, that roll wasn't terrible. 11?
11 is sufficient to impress. Because you know what? Morgoths and Visigoths don't have a lot in common, but they're both super emo. So this taps into some sort of shared romanticism between the two of them, and it greatly impresses both sides of the table. It also greatly impresses Wolfie, who appears very thoughtful at your words, almost like she's doing some soul searching, and like you've spoken directly into Wolfie's heart, which is really, really awesome. Well done.
Push play on my Jambox, and it plays the Genesis song from whatever that movie was.
Yes. And as you do,
which of course Hell or Hex loves because it's,
yes,
in the vein of the Mellow Gold.
Yes. So what happens whenever Mellow Gold is that's just your secret?
I mean, the secret is that I don't know any goth music. I only know 70s Mellow Gold.
So yeah, you start to just subtly jam. So yes, this speaks to many people's hearts, including not only Wolfie, but Kelly from Gerbil Essences. And time slows as you hold the jam box over your head, and Wolfie begins to run kind of toward you.
Me?
Auto, yes. With a look of like suddenly all the questioning and all the second guessing has fallen away, and she runs toward you and then veers off to the right and then falls into the loving embrace of Kelly from Gerbil Essences.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Sorry, Audo. Audo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
Not good.
And you can
So
see
sad.
that Wolfie is like, I never thought we could be together because I'm a Visigoth and you are not. But these wonderful words of Audo, who I now know is my best friend zoned.
She doesn't even speak English. You told me she doesn't speak English.
She does. She speaks English and Spanish, but she has until now refused to. But you have spoken to her heart and freed her of her You succeeded very well.
Wow,
you
are a good
you've
friend,
opened her up.
Otto.
I feel like I succeeded and am
that's
somehow being punished for
And
it.
then
Yeah.
Kelly, of course.
Friend.
And then Kelly is like, who is that trad goth, right? With all the bikes. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. This vulnerability has inspired me. I really like hacky sack. And it's like, that's okay. I accept you for who you are. And then they both smile at you, Auto, for
Gross.
bringing them together.
Wow, besties forever.
Right.
I'm
Well
just
done.
Glad, I'm just glad we brought Auto back around to paying attention to the competition because he was about to run off and leave.
Yes.
I've never
we've
felt
got a
more
game to
goth
win.
than in this exact moment.
Yes. Flash.
Okay.
That's going to be very hard to follow.
My fellow Goths, hear me. I don't think that we should be one and the same. I think I should be your little MX Goth because I am strong and powerful. Pew, 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 pew. And also, I will show them that the Mall Goths are indeed the strongest, most progressive, up-to-date Goths, and that we should be in the role of Lil MX Goth. Obviously. Pew, 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 pew.
Make the roll.
Okay. Down with everyone being friends. Boo. That's not goth at all. Y'all have lost your minds. I got a 9, and then what can I use for it? Pyrotechnics, because I'm doing pew-pews.
Sure.
So that would be a 12.
That's actually really, really good. It doesn't land quite like you planned. It's more that the Mall Goths are like, oh, she's like super goth. And the Visigoths are like, yes, assert your dominance. She's actually a pretty good Visigoth. Which actually does bring them slightly closer together. However, it does earn you a point from each.
Nice.
Well, Theo, it is up to you.
So, I feel like after visiting the gerbil land, whatever.
Gerbil essences.
Essences.
Yes.
Gerbil essences. My heart is opened to away from sacrificing animals, and now I okay. So anyway, hello, fellow Goths. If I am a little mixed goth person of the realm, I will turn this mall into a rescue for all animals, and everyone will be able to bring their animals into all the stores, and we will have little bows for all of them that we will give them at the entrance. And all animals will be able to feel safe here. I'm sorry.
This is going swimmingly.
I'm sorry that I've ever hurt animals before, and I want to make it up to all of you. Little bows for everyone.
Okay.
That's your platform is little bows for everyone, just so we're clear.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think she's trying to be like kawaii goth.
Yeah. Yeah, and Pete
yeah.
and Pete and Kathy kind of clap. Well done, sweetie.
Kathy
You got
loved
this.
that. They really did. They're worried about me, but they like you.
Yeah.
Listen, it's all about growth, right?
Well, next time we play canasta with your folks, we'll tell them how good you did on your little speech.
Thank you, Pete and Kathy. All right, I get to roll now, right?
Yes.
+3 because it's about animals.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 13.
Oh,
Go.
wow.
Let's go.
So,
Oh my gosh.
this speech confuses the heck out of everyone. But and like the judges confer, because they're just like, this is so like out of left field. We're not sure how to handle this. Like, is this even like fit? Does this qualify? Because this platform is so not goth. But then they start to think, and it's like, well, actually, you know, the Visigoths were animal husbands and good at animal husbandry, and you know, valued their beasts of burden. And the trad Goths are kind of like, yeah, well, you know, and we're not for animal cruelty, and if anything, we are pretty progressive and can care about things like that, like the environment and stuff like that. And so there's like this long kind of philosophical conversation and debate back and forth, where they all decide and agree that while very atypical and not necessarily in the keeping of the Little Mix Scare All competition, that they will agree to allow your platform to stand, and you do earn a point from each side.
Yes.
Now, the judges deliberate. They appeared.
Wait, who? Sorry, aren't two of us are like sort of tied, right? Who is it?
I think we're all tied still.
Are we all tied?
Yes.
You're all tied. Which and the way I set up the competition, that's not a foregone conclusion by any means, but you were all literally tied. I can't even break the tie by seeing who has the most points from the opposing faction. Because you're all 3 and 2. 3 from your faction, 2 from the opposing. So, does anyone want to pull out all the stops at the end, either for yourself or to screw over the other side to take the crown of Little Mix Scare All?
I've got to admit, my heart is softened towards the Malgoths a bit. I was really impressed. I was really impressed with Hex's display.
I
burned at the stake.
would really like to, at this point, can I just straight up tell everybody that, like, no, I don't know if I want to be a mudslinger, you know? I don't know if I want to be like this.
What are you thinking? We could have table talk about it.
Okay, can we? Table talk. So one time I helped Theodosia dress up in a disguise because she wanted to go to BSB concert.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with it. I feel like I said, I feel like my heart has softened a bit. I feel like I've been really hard-hearted, you know, and I think Auto has kind of kept me in that mindset of no outsiders, no outlanders, whatever. And you know what? This competition has really taught me something. So I'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. Flat.
All right, great. So here's what happened, y'all. I'm totally all for rescuing the animals, okay? I think that's pretty goth, especially if they're like ravens and stuff. Am I right? Looking at you over there, wink, wink, pew, pew. And also, I would like to point out that I am absolutely fine with doing that, with bringing that in. I should still probably be in charge because of my strength. Clearly, this one is lacking a little bit of strength. And on top of that, I don't know that we can excuse... We can excuse the fact that she now loves animals instead of slaughters them, but we cannot stand for this Backstreet Boy loving goth.
Oh my goodness.
She went to a concert. She had a ticket in the first 3 rows. She dressed up like Justin Bieber.
But Flash, didn't you go alongside me?
No, I just made you a costume. Don't drag me into this debacle, these awful, treacherous embarrassments to the goth community. Do what you want, everybody.
Okay.
But I know how I feel.
So the Visigoths don't know who the Backstreet Boys are. So they're just like, what? But the trad Goths are offended and are like, well, we were hoping this could be like an all-togetherness 4-way tie, but we're going to deduct a point, one of the points that we gave to Theodosia.
Because the Backstreet Boys.
Yes. And then they turn to you and say, you made a Justin Bieber costume?
Well, listen, I had to. She told me that she would slaughter my goat if I
that
didn't.
That is actually not true. That part's not true.
No, that's your say on your part.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
have
you
to
liked it.
I have to come out and say, no, not too many people know this. Flash and I were best friends many years ago.
Yep, and that's how we know we can never get along. Visigoths and Malgoths, separate forever. Strength.
Flash, I'm so sorry you feel that way.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
I'm sorry that you ran off with your slaughtering brother instead of hanging out with me.
so Goth is about like a reaction to being excluded. It's not about excluding others. Flash.
Whatever. You guys you've all gone soft.
So the trad Goths deduct 1 point from Flash as well.
Oh my jeez.
So
Yeah, pew 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 pew.
now a two-way tie between Hex and Aldo. Does anyone want to try to win it on your own merits or to try to screw over the other person?
Don't screw over the other person. You just lose your points too.
I'm not gonna try to win it. In fact, I think that it's time for me to try to lose it. My heart is broken. I care about nothing now. I am listless in a world
Oh God.
full of darkness.
Oh God, he could do this forever.
That's so goth.
Like
God.
I am the sacrificial goat. My heart has been torn out and has been feasted upon by Kelly. I don't know how I'll wake in the morning, but I will trudge on through a meaningless existence, surrounded by normal, brightly clothed people spending money at the mall. Pox on all of your houses. Auto out. And then he just walks off the stage.
Hex.
Hex has not stopped staring at Theodosia since she made her speech. She's just like completely enamored of Theodosia. Like she had like a little crush before, but like not many people know this, but like Hex volunteers at like the animal shelter.
Oh my God.
On the weekends, like early before the malls open.
Oh my gosh. Meant to be.
So Hex just like walks over to Theodosia and she's gonna shoot her shot, you know. She pulls out her like crystal wand, which is like her most prized possession in the entire world. And she's like, Theodosia, you spoke to my heart. And I want you to have this, my crystal wand, which I saved up for a very long time. And it is the source of my magic and all of my joy. But so are you.
Oh.
Here you go.
Okay, and I take it, and that's very heartfelt. It's very nice, and I, let's see, I, give her one of the bows I took from the dogs, and I put the bow in her hair, and say that means a lot. Maybe you can sacrifice me at a stake sometime.
Oh, it would be my honor.
All right.
On the stage awkwardly, like.
Will they or won't
Well,
they?
Aldo already left, so I'm just awkwardly on the stage, like. Like, do you see this? I'm like pointing to him. I'm like you're gonna pick one of those guys?
Well, this display was enough for the judges to render their verdict. Flash, you exemplify many of the things that make up a true goth. including the darkness. But
My soul.
yeah, but you're also super mean.
Yeah. Facts.
So Flash, you are not Little Mix Goth.
You made a mistake.
Right.
And I'm just like, and I just disappear.
And then, yeah, and then later you go into the little booth where you give your confessional. I can't believe they didn't choose me. I'm the most talented one out here. Who are they to tell me that I'm not a goth? I'm not a real
Jerks.
goth. Yeah, exactly.
No one can fly like me. I've got all these like buckles, like, zzz, and I'm actually really awkward. And I'm just kind of like,
Right.
and it's not nearly as cool as like an actual Aldo like levitate. I'm
Right.
like, oh yeah.
Hex, Theodosia, you have each crossed a lot of lines. And what could be more goth than transgression? Not holding yourself to any one category, exploring identity and what matters to you. You are an inspiration to us all and have made us think about the degree to which we compete with each other. Maybe there's enough room for many different types of goth in the Galleria. But also you guys are kind of, we're not sure exactly what's going on here. So Hex, Theodosia, neither of you is Little Mix Goth.
That's okay.
I have no
I
idea.
have
what's
my little
happening
mixed
here.
goth right here.
Right.
Oh,
We like walk off into the sunset
Yes.
together.
so
Aldo,
cute.
come to the stage.
I don't wanna.
They drag you on stage.
I'm just like, oh,
Yes. Aldo.
I don't care about anything.
And we have to say, we have never been so impressed with the degree of ennui that you have presented here today. We bow to your gothic glory. Aldo, you are Little Mix Goth. Black streamers pop out. Sad music begins to play. Aldo is crowned Little Mix Goth, but is too goth to appreciate it.
I hate all of you.
Yes. As Kelly and Wolfie and Fritz and the Poodle and Theodosia and Hex partner off as Flash is like being dragged away because you want one more chance at the microphone. It is Aldo left alone on the stage in the midst of the party being thrown in his honor, not enjoying it at all.
I've never felt more melancholy.
Yes.
So goth.
And that's where it ends.
Woo!
Congratulations, Aldo.
Aldo, you won.
Yeah, nice job.
Did I though?
No,
Yes.
and that's why you won, because you didn't win.
I lost
You know what I mean?
everything.
This was the game that was made just for you.
Yep.
How to win
Congrats.
without winning, because we never let you actually win.
It's true. Hey, not only are you the only person to have a character murdered horribly in our games, you're the only person ever to actually win D&D.
Yeah, you won.
I mean, it's not
it.
D&D.
Fun.
I won D&D.
GGs.
But you actually did win a TTRPG. Congratulations.
Yes.
Do I get a t-shirt?
No,
Yes. You have to make it yourself, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might do
Yeah.
it.
that's true.
But you're allowed to if you want to.
You can pick one out of your closet and call it your victory t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The one
get
you're
one.
wearing right now is fine.
Right. Yeah, basically. So yeah,
My Elmer's t-shirt.
yes.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Congratulations. So this is a game called Visigoths versus Malgoths. It is very, very silly. It is powered by the Apocalypse. It comes with playbooks, very much like Powered by the Apocalypse. It's a little bit less structured than things that we play over on the other channel, like Masks and stuff. But it's available on, it's probably available on Drive-Thru RPG. It's definitely available on itch.io. It's not super expensive. I recommend it. It's very well written. There's lots of clever stuff. All the different characters, all the different kind of NPCs around are hatted out and have their little characteristics and who they're hot for and who they aren't and stuff like that. So the players don't know it, but it's a fun little game to run because a lot of the prep work of making up NPCs and locations is done for you. So yeah, that's and there's a lot of scenarios and potential scenario sequences in the back of the book that can be used. So it's a relatively low prep. And this was kind of a bastardization or adaptation of one of those scenarios. So yeah, that was it. Hey, why don't we do the thing where folks remind everyone who they are and where they can be seen next? Hell.
I'm Hell. You can find me at twitch.tv/hellhathsomefury. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be streaming at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be playing Jotun, in which a character is trying to escape from the Norse underworld. It's a game that's hand-drawn. It's really cool looking. I'm excited.
Are you in conflict that you're playing a character trying to escape from you?
Look, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Only you know how to get away from yourself.
It's true.
It's true. I'm always the villain in Norse mythology games. I don't understand why.
All right, my name is Lissa T. I am at twitch.tv/Lissa T. And usually I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday now. Because I'm trying a new thing. Go follow my YouTube. Lissa T is the name, so. But also, I'll probably be going live, like, now. I was too late getting ready, like, for this to go live, but I'll probably go live after this with, like, a Game Pass game or something, so. Yeah.
Cool. I am Megan ML, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Megan ML or meganml.tv. And I stream on Twitch, and you can see me do that probably tomorrow. I don't know. I got to take my dog to the vet. He's sick. Whatever. But so I might not stream tomorrow, but I will be on Lulu Bang Bang stream tomorrow morning playing a dating game that's kind of funny. And then I will be streaming again Tuesday night. I stream Tuesday nights with Sasha the Vampire Slayer, and then I'll also be streaming Wednesday morning. So you can catch me at any of those times.
Cool. I'm Juice. I stream here 5 days a week, and I also work for Captain TV. And I'll be on tomorrow night at 6:30 Central Time. I'm not quite sure what we'll be playing. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Dungeon Master, Game Master, Keeper, Master of Ceremonies, Mall Rat, or Narrator. And you can find me over at the C+ Content channel a couple times a week. As Meg mentioned, our next game is Tuesday night for part 2 of Sasha the Vampire Slayer. Part 1 is now live on cpluscontent.tv, our YouTube channel, which is where all of our TTRPG silliness goes roughly 24 hours after I broadcast live here or on the C+ Content channel. So go check it out. If you didn't see the first part, it's very, very good. It's very, very silly. Meg does a great job. And check it out. Watch it up so that you are up to date with the story for Tuesday night. I think that is it for me. And we'll be back here next Sunday with some other kind of strange TTRPG nonsense.
What do you mean strange?
Yeah, totally normal.
Yeah, everything's totally normal all the time and always goes super smoothly.
Yeah,
no problems. Never gets awkward or strange. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the goal for picking game systems is which one's the goofiest.
You've been successful.
And Mogoth and Visigoths competing in a beauty contest is kind of silly.
It is a little. We should also mention that unlike in the past when we've had a rotating seat, Hell is now going to be a full-time player here. So she is now part of the talent. So it will always be us 5 unless somebody is missing or whatever. And then maybe we can just fill a seat that way to get through like vacations and things like that.
And we can have 6 if the situation calls for it.
So welcome, Hell.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hell.
Hi, Hell.
Thank you so much too for joining us.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Thank you for inviting me. I love it here.
Aw, gross.
You've become so soft.
Right.
We
That's
we
why you
must-
didn't win Little Big Scare All.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know,
It's
right?
true.
I'm too edgy. It's true.
Cool.
All right.
Oh God.
This is where we do the thing.
We have to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put
All
your
right,
hand
here
in.
we go. 3, 2, 1.
One.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.